Hello again. It's all magic, isn't it? How you doing? It is now July. I don't know what the date is. The 16th, I believe. Danette wants me to say that.
I
to
never
you. That's
said.
the only
I
reason
said
I'm
it
saying
4
it.
days ago, and now you say it every time. You troublemaker.
That's a new one for me. If
Hi,
you're watching on the
everyone.
replay, please remember to give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, please do subscribe because it's so hard to get subscribers.
Bye-bye.
We are pivoting today.
Oh, look at all the people in here. I didn't even know anybody was in here.
We have made a pivot.
All right.
Smoke has made us pivot.
Hi, Georgie.
Yes, my late husband likes Red Baron pizza.
Hi,
Now that is a
Caroline.
very strange thing that you first thing you mentioned in the chat, Caroline.
Who said that, Caroline?
Is Red Baron
Hi,
pizza
Diana
because
Roberts,
we have in
Diana
fact
Lee Roberts.
not a Red Baron pizza. We have a DeFaro frozen pizza.
We never had DeFaro's before.
No, I never been to the pizzeria.
We bought a DeFaro's frozen pizza a while back, and guess what happened, guys? Let me just say this, Aunt. So obviously, here we are. We were gonna go to the feast.
Hey, Tanya.
Hi, Tanya. Hi,
And the
George.
Grifter.
Hi,
And
Grifter.
Straight.
Hi, who else is here? Virginia.
Straight from Forest Hills.
Hi, Raven. Oh my God, I should have read all of this
Raven,
before. I didn't know.
Raven.
Hi,
We
Sonia.
got Sonia in the chat. We got HC Teacher in the chat. We got Lily joining us.
Hi, Lily.
I
Hi,
see
Maiden Forest
Timothy Jr. Timothy Jr.
Hi,
We got
Timothy
Louis
Jr. Hi,
Murphy.
Lily. Hi,
How you doing,
Louis. Hi,
Louis
Steve
Murphy?
Hallmark. Kathy
Say,
Hallmark.
Louis, who's your wife again? Your wife was in the chat the other day. Susan Murphy?
Yes,
I think I
Susan.
forgot. I did
Wait,
not
wait.
realize.
So let us
until
tell
later.
you what
We
happened.
did not
Why is
realize.
this crooked? One job, Aunt. One job.
What do you mean? That's not crooked.
That's like
That's completely straight.
it does not look straight.
Looks
Believe
straight
it.
to
It's
me.
gotta go. Anyway, let me get closer to you.
That's
So
straight.
what happened was we were going to go to the feast tonight. Obviously, Anthony did the thumbnail like 2 days ago, and we had it up all this time. And then,
Yes.
of course, we had to change we had to pivot because
There's a lot of smoke
bad
outside.
smoke outside.
And it's probably not
I just
good for
don't
me.
like the way it looks. Can you
Not
come
good
closer
for
to
us.
me?
Yeah, I can move.
There we go. That's it.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Now that's
Twisted.
scented.
How you doing?
Hi, Carol.
And how you doing,
So hi, Wicked
George? How you
Twisted.
doing, Carol? And how you doing,
Yes,
the
Susan Murphy
other
is his
Carol?
wife. Hi, Jeff.
Yes.
So what
We've
happened
got two
was-
Carols, one right after the other. Carol from the
Yes.
UK and in Brighton, and Carol Woods.
So anyway, what happened was we had to
Grimace.
now all of a sudden come up with another idea. When we didn't have any other ideas, we come up
We're
with
low
all
on
these
ideas.
ideas. Anthony's doing thumbnail after thumbnail, this, and finally, hi Marilyn Perlman, how you doing?
Alan Perlman,
Finally, I
how's
was
it
like,
going?
we can't go out. We can't. Anthony, you can't take a chance. I can't take a chance. We can't go out in that horrible, horrible smoke. I smell it in the house. Anthony didn't at first.
Smoke
now
is
he
nasty,
does.
says
We have
Grifter.
all the windows closed. We have all the air conditions on. Did Peter Cottontail come by?
That's right.
And yes, Tanya. And who is that? Megan. How you doing, Megan? So we had to pivot. Now, do we have any food in the house? Absolutely not.
Right.
Because
How you
we didn't go
doing,
shopping
Tanya?
yet. We were going to wait till Saturday. And we were going to go to the feast. So, hi, Andre. And so we have just a few things in the house. I could show them to you. That's how little.
Kaz,
Well,
how
in
you
the
doing?
refrigerator, I should say. There's a lot of stuff in the cabinet. Hi, Kaz Cat. Hi,
We're
Don
loaded
Smith.
with Carols now.
It's real smoking
Smith.
Cleveland. Nice
I
to
bet
meet
it
you,
is.
Don.
I bet
Yeah,
it
you
is.
guys,
You guys are
please
further north.
be careful. Be very, very careful. Don't go out unless you absolutely have to. I don't
And
know
yet
if
the
that's
feast goes
true,
on,
Lily.
people
If
don't care, they
wildfires
go.
are coming to New York, but the
Maiden Forest
smoke.
still says.
And do you see what she says? Wildfires are coming to New York. I don't know if that's true.
I don't know if the
But the
fire's coming
smoke
to New
is
York,
co-
but
is in New
certainly
York.
the smoke is here.
I woke up this morning and I
already
said,
here.
Anthony, I didn't know it was going to be cloudy today.
Yeah, it looked
Where's
like
the
it was
sun?
going to rain. It looked
And
like it was
Anthony-
overcast
Anthony's
out.
like, no, now that's not. That's
Yeah,
not.
now I'm
that's
like,
A's.
now I know
That's
what
what
that
that
is.
is.
It's like,
So
like
what we
A's.
decided to do is pivot, as you see in the thumbnail, and stay home. If we had known we were going to be home, we would have never gave out the 10
I would have gave them out
gift
today.
memberships yesterday. We would have just did it today. We didn't know. So
always
thank
open
you.
up beans and mix it with rice. You can't. We
Yes,
actually
there's
do have
always
beans
something.
and
to eat.
rice.
There's always something. So this morning I made egg salad. I actually made hard-boiled eggs last night, and then we had a little bit of egg salad. And now we're rummaging through the freezer because we said we wanted to eat Do you guys do this? Do you ever like put so much stuff in the freezer? Hi, Carol. And you're like, we
Carol.
got to go through the freezer. We
I
gotta
thought
stop
that was
buying
you,
stuff.
Alicia.
Yeah. Well,
Alicia is Lily.
that's what we're doing. Anthony got that pizza, I don't know, 2 months ago or something. And we're going to try that pizza. I made some broccoli and cheese, like a light cheese sauce. And we have mozzarella sticks. So it's going to be a mishmash of things. And here's my... This is when I bought a chomps, the turkey chomps. Those are my favorite. And then...
Is that a carrying case?
So I use it in the closet. We still have some left. And some of these are from what I bought Anthony for Christmas. I bought him this brand, Clements. And we have a beef chomp. And we have... Look, you can actually see the different colors. Look at that. You can see the different colors. This is a chicken
that was
one.
That was
This
a
is
Christmas
beef
present
one.
for me.
So we went out the other day and I got this one again, which is my favorite, the turkey one.
Turkey.
It's 80 calories. And then there's a new one today that they came out with. Look, new. See, it says new. Does anybody else eat this? This is a chicken chomp.
Chicken chomp.
But it doesn't have any flavors. We tried the chicken with a taco flavor. Not my favorite.
Yes.
Anyway.
I'm glad you stayed home and safe, says Caroline.
Thank you, Caroline.
Thank you, Caroline.
Thank you. Thank you
My
so
freezer
much.
is packed to the gills. I have to pull out freezer drawer so it's filled up. We have one of those pull out drawers too. We actually have
we
two
have two of
freezer
them.
drawers.
I'm
that
filling
pull
this
out.
up, guys.
And there's April in the chat.
Hi,
How you
April.
doing? I love
We're
it. Showing
so
food, says April.
We're so disappointed. We didn't get a sausage and pepper. Anthony wants to try the galamad from
I wanted
Zolo's.
the galamad from Zolo's.
I don't know if we could get there tomorrow or the next day because I don't know if this fires, the smoke is going to be clear by then.
At least
I don't
then
know.
I got to say hello to Louie if we
I
don't
did.
get
I
to
said
buy
hello.
any
I said,
galamad from
I
him.
said, hi, Louie. And he goes, hi. And I go, I love you. He goes, I love you too. He doesn't even know me. And he doesn't even know what. Then he looked up and smiled. He has such a nice smile. Anyway, so there it is. Oh.
How much salt is in there? How many
lot.
carbs also?
No, I'm just kidding.
I don't think there's much in the way of carbs.
Read the turkey.
Actually,
There's
I
no
can.
carbs.
I can tell you.
There's absolutely
Actually,
no
carbohydrates,
carbs. It's all protein.
0.
It's protein.
There are this one at least, and I think also the chicken is the same. This one, the turkey and the chicken, I think are 0 carbs. And
So look at this,
how much
guys.
salt? You know, it is what it is.
I bought this.
390 milligrams for one
you
stick.
can't eat them
of
that often.
Which not that bad for a dried meat product.
Now, I remember, April, you said the other day that I should find pickles, right? So this is a kind of snack you could bring with you when you're walking outside and you want a little more salt, right? I do. I have enough for doomsday. You're right. I bought this like a month ago. Look, 2 times the antioxidant activity. It's mixed berries. It has
Still haven't used them.
strawberries and blueberries. But now I don't have any yogurt.
But it's in a
I have
convenient
cottage cheese,
resealable
but not
bag.
yogurt. Because this is what I would use it for.
Those are
But
good
that's
and
another
perfect
thing
for a
in the
journey, says Tanya.
Yeah, exactly.
We do not have a pizza oven. We have occasionally made pizzas. Actually, there's a couple of videos of us making pizza. We don't have a pizza oven. But one of our subscribers, right, MN, sent us as a gift a pizza steel, which we keep in the oven. It gets super hot. And it's perfect for making pizza. And Danette bought me a peel one year for Christmas so that I can...
Actually, I have 2 peels.
Yeah, and I can like roll it out right onto the...
Hi, Sabby.
Right onto the pizza oven. And I've made some really good pizza.
Yeah, so we don't have a pizza oven, but we have the steel. And my God, it comes out good, right?
Pizza.
You have to check out the pizza steel. I swear by it. It really is good.
Now with the
Munchie's
parasuit
birthday,
nonsense,
August
I'm
8th.
boiling my blueberries and blackberries. So
Who said
basically, you're
that?
making jam made in 4
Make
stills.
a smoothie with the fruit. Yeah. Yeah, you can get
Yeah, it's
creative.
like a pain in the neck. At least those are frozen, so not fresh.
Yes, we did,
And those-
Sabby. We
those
did
have been
cancel our trip
frozen
to Brooklyn. That's why we're
somehow.
home.
Yes, we decided to cancel on the trip to Brooklyn,
Yeah, we're
at
not
least for
going
today. If anything, if we happen to go tomorrow or Sunday, maybe, you never know.
We'll
Not
see.
tomorrow. What is tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday.
Friday,
so not
Saturday,
necessarily. If we
Sunday.
happen to go tomorrow, Saturday, or Sunday, you guys will find out.
Oh, and Made in Forest Hills also made egg salad for lunch today. We had it for breakfast. That's
coincidental. I put that kind of fruit on cornflakes or toast like jam, says Carol.
Ooh, nice.
Carol from Brighton. Skylar, how you doing, Skylar? We had to pivot. Pivot. Danette loves that. That in fact is Danette's
Pick
favorite.
of bread in community.
That is
page.
Danette's favorite episode of Friends.
Speaking of Lady Marmalade, where's Norman? Norman's gonna come in eventually. He always does.
He'll always make his way.
See,
he's always going to make his way on in.
If you look at our thumbnail, Anthony changed it to Friends when the episode when they're was my idea.
When they're carrying a couch upstairs.
Yeah, I use the frozen fruit for smoothies. Yes, exactly. It's nice and cold, right? Because it's frozen.
The couch that is seemingly impossible to carry up those stairs.
Go ahead. In the episode, what's his name says?
Ross continues to go pivot.
He says it so many times that it gets annoying.
Ross
That's
says,
my
shut
very
up,
favorite
shut
scene.
up.
That's my very favorite scene of Friends.
There's actually a YouTube video. There's a YouTube video that you can find, which is a mathematician discussing whether it is in fact physically possible to get that couch up that staircase. Really? Because it does appear to be literally impossible. Discussing is there any way using mathematics and the physics of those angles?
I don't think so.
Is Ross correct that by pivoting and turning he could get that couch up that staircase that turns this way without trying to push it up from one side?
Okay, I have a question for you, Anthony. Oh, hi, Dwayne. I hope you had a great birthday
2 nights
yesterday.
in a row.
And by the way, guys, Sonia
Sonia
couldn't make it in yesterday because it was her birthday, but there's Sonia and there's Dwayne. Happy birthday to the both of you that had birthdays yesterday. If anybody wants to say happy birthday to them.
Happy birthday.
I'm probably in the minority here, but did not like Friends. Sorry, everyone. That's okay. It wasn't my favorite. It wasn't my favorite,
Friends is
show,
a divisive television show in terms of some people not thinking it's a great show.
April.
Not as divisive as, say, How I Met Your Mother, which as the years went on, it became more and more obvious that, I kind of don't like Ted that much.
Oh, you're welcome. I liked Friends better than that show. Yours was in June. Happy birthday. Thank you. All right, now... what was I going to say? Oh, look at all the birthdays going by. So, because we didn't go to we had it all figured out. Anthony wanted sausage and peppers. When we went the other day on Sunday, we had, put it on here. That's good. We had a slice of pizza and I had a small bite of a Zapoli. I think Anthony had the other half maybe, and then the rest came home. We actually threw some out. We didn't finish it. So, that's what we ate on Sunday. We felt like we didn't really get any feast food, right? We were so busy and, it was kind of full. I don't know. It was kind of hot and drinking and drinking and drinking.
For the sausage
I drank so much water that I was full from the water. So we were going to go back and get sausage and peppers. So since we couldn't do that, I was just thinking about 4th of July and how that was sausage and peppers. And it's summertime. And we can harp
to get out the barbecue
the negativity, how I had to just throw out a bag of salad, lettuce that I really wanted, and I can't have it because, hi Freddie, because of the other thing, the bacteria, whatever the hell is going around. What is it called? Whatever, starts with a C.
Yes.
And then there's the wildfires in Canada,
Cyclospora.
which, by the way, I feel bad for the Canadians. It's terrible.
Yes. As these fires
and then
are terrible.
It's there's a heat wave and there's just so much crap going on. A clown is going to talk later on tonight. So, things like that. Let's focus on the positive or what we can talk about, right?
You're not a party pooper.
Hi, Rachel.
April thinks she's a party.
Why?
She had to be a party pooper on her birthday for the 4th. On the 4th because
is that your birthday, July 4th?
Because of the hip. No, she wasn't partying like it was
that's
the year
all right. You make it up
2026.
when you feel better. But I didn't know it was your birthday. Happy birthday, April. Oh, I feel bad.
Good luck.
Know.
You'll feel better soon.
That's right,
April.
Made in Forest Hills. Well, anyway, so then let me think
Freddie,
about
how you doing,
like
Freddie?
The 4th of July, and I started asking Anthony. Yeah, it is being nice, but you know, I'm trying to be nice here.
Danette likes the circus.
So I do like the circus, except some circuses. Anyway, so Jeanette, my name is Danette. Anthony's aunt's name is Annette, and his mother's name was Jeanette.
Correct.
So we called her. Everybody
There was
called
a
her
lot of
Jeannie.
them.
Everybody called her. I called her Jeannie, whatever. Yeah, the diarrhea. That's the other thing. That's
The diarrhea.
Yeah, exactly. Well, anyway.
We got Chronic Rachel in there. I think
so
I saw Diana Lee Roberts.
I started asking Anthony the story of, remember, there was a woman that was your mother's friend, but she worked in the podiatrist's office. The podiatrist meaning
Now,
foot doctor.
his name I remembered easily.
Hold on. So this is the story of the 4th of July. Anthony's mother would throw 4th of July barbecues outside. Now, they lived in an apartment in the house on the 3rd floor, the top floor, in a house, not an apartment building. And it had a porch outside that jutted out, and if you fell, you were dead, okay?
Yes.
The refrigerator went over that?
That was where the famous refrigerator
went over.
that couldn't go down through the staircase.
Anyway.
Because it was too ginormous. I think they built the house around it.
You never
And it
heard
was
the word
old. And when it
podiatrist, you
broke,
mean?
they had to fling it over the railing on the
Wait,
back
don't
porch.
sidebar me now.
That was the thing. They had to
So,
fling it into the
hold on.
backyard.
Podiatrist, chiropodist, which is a fun
Her
name.
father
Come
used to
on.
use the phrase
chiropodist, foot doctor, all of the above.
What's chiropodist? Who is the guy that makes a shoe?
Yes, kind, loving people. I agree with that, April. Wonderful. Well, anyway, I'm going to just preface it. Anthony's going to tell you the story, okay? So that every year she had a party, and all the freaks of nature used to come.
Is that wrong?
Is
To
that
put
wrong
it that
to me?
way?
Anyway, oh, that's okay, Cascat. It's always
Because
great
these
to
are the
see
people
you.
my mother invited.
Wait a minute. Let me preface it. So she had a 4th of July barbecue one year, and the story is inappropriate during a holiday, but actually any time.
Is it?
It is really inappropriate, but here we are.
It's very
right?
inappropriate.
We have to get this off our chest and
It's
share
just
the
this side
insanity
of grotesque.
of Anthony's mom. Okay?
Then that reminded me of it. You know when you sit around?
Yes, we were sitting around.
This is a partial sidebar, but
Okay,
we're
I'll
going
let
in the
you
same
go.
direction.
Go ahead.
You know when you're sitting around and you're talking about things and your memories
And
playing
then all
tricks
of a
on
sudden
you.
you
don't
start
remember
reminding
things.
each other.
And then the little
There's two
details
of
start
us.
coming out. Like
And then
that it
you're
was
like,
the 4th
what?
of July. There was barbecues. And with this person, there was actually more than one cookout that my mother
I know,
did.
but don't go
But
back
this
and
was
forth.
the
You're
big
gonna
cookout
confuse.
because it was the 4th of July. But my mother would often invite, like Danette said, the freaks of nature.
I
who would
am
come over.
SLA. Block parties are fun. My husband grew up in Brooklyn and attended Erasmus High School. Cool.
That's pretty cool.
So we were
So
we
she
were
would
sitting
invite
around,
people, and when my
and
mother
you
invited
couldn't remember
people,
what she did wrong.
She started loving
Her
the
friend-
barbecue grill out on the porch. So in the summer, she would invite people over, and she'd cook on the grill
Right,
outside.
and there was this one
She'd get the
time-
charcoal, she'd light the fire.
Yeah,
that in
she had-
itself was fun.
She had the kind you would like buy in
Anthony,
like.
light this fire for me.
Wait, she would get. Stop! I can't talk because.
One time there was black soot on the side of the house, the aluminum side.
Will you stop? We didn't even get to the story yet. Hi, Sharon. So wait, you're so dumb. So wait, so we're sitting. I think we were eating soup in the diner, and we're sitting there, and I'm like, Anthony, what did she do? There was this one girl that did something. And what is he doing? He's acting crazy. Wait! And I said, oh my God, do you remember what she did? She didn't do anything. I said, oh my God, how could you remember that?
Oh yeah, because I
don't
went like
tell
this.
it yet.
No, because I said to Danette, because we were talking about
You
the
have
woman.
to pay attention,
And we
Forrest
were
Hills.
like, I
Listen
couldn't
to what he's
remember what her
saying.
name was. Nina, how you doing?
You have to
I
pay
couldn't
attention.
remember what the hell we were talking about. Hey, Norm, how you
Hi,
doing?
Norm, and there he
Norm.
is, our private entertainer.
So I couldn't remember what it was, and one of the things I said is, and I remember she was really good friends with my mother. She was a strange woman.
Okay, can I say what I want to say?
I said to
you
Danette,
go back to that.
And I said to Danette, but I don't understand. All of a
she was
sudden,
mad at her
she
one
was
barbecue.
not friends with her anymore.
She was like smoke coming out of her
And I didn't remember why. And then when Danette did, and then all of a sudden it came rushing back.
And it all comes back.
That's what I wanted to say.
Well, you got to tell the story about her name. But anyway, I want to say that I personally, I'm just prefacing this. Hi, Diana Lee again. I want to say that I personally felt bad for all involved. I'm just saying. I have empathy.
She felt bad for the woman.
I didn't want to take any sides. I wasn't taking sides because I felt bad for both your mom and the woman. Now, you didn't know that at the time.
I didn't know that at the time.
And please don't judge us on something that happens in our lives. This is what I'm telling you guys. That is 100% true. And that has happened so many years and years and years ago that we, Danette and Anthony, solely own the memories. Yes. Okay, so we own the memories. You can't say it didn't happen. Why are you confused? Pay attention.
Pay attention.
Pay attention.
Pay attention.
Let's start it again. So Anthony's mother, Jeannie, had barbecues at the 4th of July. Let me set the stage, okay? It's the top floor of an apartment, but it's a house. They lived on the top floor. Private house. It had a jutted out, like you go outside and the sun hits you.
Like a balcony.
A balcony, that's it. It's a balcony, but it didn't jut out, gigantic. Stick out. It was a balcony that was actually built on top of their back porch downstairs, so it was part of the building. Anyway, your mother would go to like PC Richards or whatever and get one of those square barbecues, like the one you could erect a set that you put together. It wasn't like a fancy one. And I won't go into what she got.
She had a fairly large one at this time.
So this is what I said to Anthony. I'm just going to say one more thing. Don't talk about that yet. I go, Anthony, what was your mother's friend that had this?
Which in itself is another
story. And he's like, oh my God, I forgot about her. And I'm like, remember? What was the story behind that? And that entailed another story. And that's when we started talking about why your mother was so mad and never invited over again. She never invited the woman over again because of something that happened.
She used to like her a lot. And then all of a sudden, because my mother was like that, she could like suddenly like literally hate somebody the next day.
When is the oven going to go off? Can I put it in
I don't know, eventually.
Listen.
I don't think it's hot enough yet.
Oh, come on, man.
You won't know it's
done. All right,
done.
so now tell them. Hold on. Tell them first about the name that we're racking our brains.
And Danette and I settled in the course of the conversation. We settled on Barbara.
Yeah, we said
we said like Barbara this, Barbara that, Barbara this. And then we started talking about this story where we remembered things.
And then I remembered.
And Danette's going Barbara, 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 and I'm going Barbara. And then Danette went like this, no, because when blah, 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 and then she went because blah, blah, blah.
I'm just talking.
And then when that happened, she couldn't stand Joanne. And then she said, Joanne! It's not Barbara!
See, I can't remember nothing, but then it just came right out.
Joanne! It popped right out of her head. It was Joanne.
My brain doesn't work.
Who was that? But that
I'm sorry,
I remember
guys, if it's confusing.
No, it's only confusing because of this.
Hi, Pierre.
Just keep in mind this. I'm going to give you the ultimate backstory to what happened. And like Danette said...
Hi, Jerry. Jerry's birthday is the 18th.
I'm not even changing names to protect the innocent.
No, there's no innocence.
Most of these people have,
We don't know if she passed away.
I'm not 100% sure.
Not sure. I think
my mother has, but rest in peace, Mom. I'm going to tell the story. Mom, you know you would agree. You got mad about something.
Listen. We're just telling the truth.
I'm talking to life.
But you're not even exaggerating. That's the part that's scary. This is a scary story.
My mother was not pleased with what happened.
4th of July.
Several things that happened on the 4th of July. First of all, no, you got to go back up.
Okay.
Because you have to have the backstory.
Hi, Linda Kimmy. How are you?
My mother.
Yeah, we have sense. Thank you.
My mother went to the shoe doctor a lot.
The chiropodist.
The chiropodist. The podiatrist.
The podiatrist.
What were you saying?
Emma G,
Emma G in
so
the
great to
house,
see
35
you.
months of membership. Sitting watching my two girls tonight. Go ahead.
Nah,
My mother often went. My mother started, for whatever reason, she must have had bad feet because it seemed like she was at the, at the shoe doctor. She was at the foot doctor, the podiatrist, seemingly every week. For a while, I went to the same doctor. The doctor was about 198 years old.
Oh my God! And don't
His
be
name Dr. Cooper.
He was a great doctor.
He was a really good.
That was when you went to doctors and they would put your feet right into the bath and make it soft. Now you don't get none of that.
Your whole foot was like made out of mush by the time he was done. So we went to see him. No, I'm not saying he was bad.
No,
he was 145 years old.
Oh my God.
But he was really good. He was like wonderful. And his name was Dr. Cooper. And this was a long time ago. So now if he's still around, he's about 200 years old. So like my mother would always go to this foot doctor. And she became like, I don't know how it happened. You know, you go to the doctor and there's the receptionist, the secretary in the front.
They were very much alike.
And they say hello.
That's how it happened.
You know, you say hello to them. How's your day? Okay, I'm leaving. You make a new appointment and you say, okay, goodbye. And then you walk out the door. At no point in my mind do I ever think,
she's going to be in my kitchen.
I think I really want to invite this secretary over for Thanksgiving. You know, you never think, at no point do you normally think that. Do you go to your doctor's appointment and you get your blood pressure taken? Then before you leave, you say to the secretary out front, I'm going to make my appointment, my next appointment, and would you like to come over for coffee sometime? I never would think that.
Girl. How you doing?
My mother would do that. My mother would do that. Let me invite you over for like a meal. So she became friends with this woman. And she was like an odd woman. She would dress. She said, that's okay. It's okay, Linda. I don't think Linda meant it though, but that's okay. Keep going. I didn't mean to Linda, we did have the sense to stay home.
Yeah, we did. I already answered that, but
no,
I think Sonia thought it may be a little rude, but it's okay.
No,
it's
that's not rude.
That's okay.
She's
but
just,
thank you, Sonia.
You're concerned.
Sonia's our friend. She's just trying to protect
Lori
us.
Lou,
So we
how you doing, Lori Lou?
But yeah, it's okay,
my
Linda.
mother oddly became friends with the secretary at the doctor's office.
Hi, Lori.
Because they were very much alike in certain ways, and in other ways not so alike. This woman, she was one of those people. She was kind of like shaped like an M&M. I think she was the same width as I.
Come on, man.
And she always wore rouge. You know, in the days when did rouge die out?
When your mother did that lipstick, she did it like all the time. Maybe that's where she got the idea.
This lady always had.
I mean, like
red
if you went like that and went like
she
that.
She always had rouge. It was always round. It looked like a Cupid doll. She always had rouge on.
Thank you,
and her name was Joanne, and she had it like a really short haircut with like a thing like this.
Of course she
with
does.
like a curly Q right here on her forehead.
Time.
Remember the curl that lay on her forehead like that, like an old timey like 1920s actress. There was one curl of hair right there, like plastered to her head by glue. So and her name was Joanne. And she had a husband, and my mother started inviting her for dinner. She had a husband. What was her husband's name? I believe it was John.
I'm thinking it's Robert.
I believe it was John. You think it was Robert?
I'm not sure.
Might have
Let's
been
stick with John.
Robert. I think it was John.
I think we were getting confused with the other people.
I think it was John.
Right.
And I think John and the husband, my mother would invite them. Over for dinner. But this was the big invite. The big invite was the 4th of July, right? And my mother bought the pinwheel of, bought the ropes of sausage. She made the onions and peppers. This story it's a saga, not a story. That is right. It is a saga. My mother came out with, she got the pinwheels, the ropes of sausage.
A Brooklyn legend.
The far frozen
We're in
pizza.
Brooklyn, even though we're in Queens. We live in Queens, but we're going to have since 1965. We've never had this before. Grandma, we're going to try it.
Never had it. Fawn, how you doing? Aloha. So the Rouge lady, Joanne, was invited over with her husband, John. And her husband, John, that's another thing about John. I don't think I ever saw him out of his work clothes. He came over in his work clothes, didn't he? He come over for dinner in his work clothes. He was always dressed like a handyman. I think he was a plumber or something like that. I think he was a plumber. So he always came in his plumber outfit. So she's dressed so she shows up for the 4th of July in slacks, white slacks. Her husband is dressed to like fix the sink. My mother's got ropes of sausage. She's got steak. She's flipping the burgers. She's got the hot dogs, hamburgers. She's flipping the burgers and the hot dogs. She's churning them out like this. She's got a watermelon she's chopping up. So, and my mother's got it all going on where she's doing a full-on, my mother, if you remember, she made the mistake of saying, let's sit inside. Remember, Danette?
No, but wait. Yes, I do remember that.
That was it. It was very hot. It was the 4th of freaking July. So my mother's cooking outside, and we could have sat outside on the super uncomfortable plastic outside chairs. You know those chairs that you stack up that nobody fits into? Unless they weigh 115 pounds. They're like this small, because my mother got the smallest ones possible.
They're cheaper, that's why.
Basically, I could only fit my foot on one. It was like a footstool. That's how small it was.
We went inside because it was hot. That was the reason.
That Grandma's Pizza is the best frozen pizza, says Joe Moosky.
Oh, Joe, really?
Joe, yes. So my mother says, and this is foreshadowing, right, Danette? She could have made us sit outside on the plastic chair, but it was very hot. So my mother suggested, we're geniuses, both of us, of course. It was her suggestion. Why don't we sit inside?
It's cool.
On the
air
good
conditioning's
chairs.
on. Yeah.
Now keep in mind, this is another triple sidebar.
Oh, that's right.
My mother would reupholster her dining room chairs
It was a piece of
like
shit,
every
really.
5.5 minutes.
She thought it was
My
fancy.
mother was like a carpenter. I'm gonna it is a saga. It is a saga straight.
It is an effing saga,
made in
isn't it?
Forest Hills. My mother was like a carpenter. She would take the chairs apart every year. Once a year, she'd take the chairs apart, and then she'd get out the industrial
Redesign them.
staple gun.
She used to paint the
And
room,
she'd paint
too.
the room.
This is the
She'd get out
kitchen.
the liquid gold and do the freaking paneling with liquid gold. She'd use liquid gold on it. You know, like Johnson's, you know, she like lemon pledged everything, no matter how cheap the furniture was. It was all pledged. She'd take it out. She had the chairs. She'd
Sidebar.
take the chairs apart.
This is the before. Look at that. They
Before.
had basil in there.
And don't forget the moot sticks. They would take out she would take out the chairs.
Look, we're still in Brooklyn. Nathan's
mozzarella sticks. We're doing Brooklyn without doing Brooklyn. Jeff, how you doing? Take care of yourself. A live pop in with Jeff.
And broccoli and cheese. Gotta
Broccoli
have
and
some
cheese.
vegetables.
You gotta have a vegetable. That's for health. Winter's awful. Summers are so smoky in Duluth.
Right,
That's
good.
where Fawn is. So my
Fawn's
mother
be
would
safe.
break down the chairs and she'd reupholster them. She'd get out the industrial staple gun. And she'd like reupholster them with
And I'm
brand new
still waiting for that
upholstery.
stupid thing to go
So
off.
she'd put the chairs back together. So these are the chairs, cloth, with the bright colors
Looks good, Georgie.
that she would choose new colors every year because she reupholstered chairs every year. She was like a freaking carpenter. Stephanie, oh. Who's that? Stephanie
Groan.
Groan.
Hi,
Stephanie
Danette.
Groan,
We're
how
visiting
you
with Steve
doing?
from Florida. My sister loves watching you. But,
Oh, thank you.
What's your sister's
What's
name?
your
Let's
sister's
shout her
name?
out.
What's your sister's
Now,
name?
wait
We'll
a
give her
minute.
a shout
You
out.
came from
You're visiting
Florida
from
and you're
Florida.
visiting New York now in this haze?
And you come here in the haze.
Holy
You can't even get any
Moses.
good weather. I'm sorry. I apologize on behalf of the weather.
That's my sister, says Sabby. We call her
Does
Bob
this
the
story
Builder.
have a moral? Says,
Wait, you have to hang out
Made in
with us.
Forest
You have to
Hills.
listen to the rest. Go ahead, Ann.
Does it have a moral? Believe me, this story is not going to have
This
a
is
moral.
not for the faint of
This
heart.
is not for the faint of heart. So we begin. My mother's got the skewers with the ropes of sausage. She's sausaging
She's like,
it up.
oh,
First of all,
his mother didn't have a lot of money.
I'm
so
going to
it
get
was
to
a
the
big
last
deal.
part
It
because
was
my
a big
mother
deal.
wasn't even thinking about this, but she kind of hinted at it. Before all the real bad stuff went down, my mother did one of these. Did Joanne bring anything? Did she bring something? Because
You know, Italians, you got to bring things.
Like my mother had piles of sausage and peppers and piles of piles of steaks and like chicken cutlets and like this
Danielle,
and
hi,
potato
Danielle.
salads. Danielle, how you
Thanks
doing,
for
Danielle?
watching us. We appreciate it. Welcome in.
Piles of chicken salad and things and potato
Oh,
salad and macaroni salad.
He wants to know what your mother would think if she listened to this.
If she
She'd be
listened
laughing.
to this, she would be laughing at this.
Hi, Sheila.
She would go,
Sheila.
"Oh, this is true." You know what my mother would say? This is true. All of this happened. She'd go like this.
Okay, what's going on? Oh, it's all right. It's all right.
No, it's all right.
No, it's all right, Jeff. But thank you.
What
All
would
right,
she
guys.
think,
No
Anthony?
need being
She would
rude.
think
That's
it
the
was
theme
funny.
today. That's
right.
what the moderators
She would
want
think it
to
was
say.
funny.
All the
She
moderators
would
agree.
think it was fun.
Okay.
Actually, I can tell you, she would think it was funny. But his would go.
Yeah, I
she
see
would
what
go
you
like
mean.
that. My mother would
Just
go
be-
like this. She'd go.
Calm down, guys. Just listen to
Who
the
did
story.
she think she was feeding, Marilyn? My mother, the Italian mother.
Oh no, I wasn't talking about you. Go ahead.
Italian mother. She thought she was feeding everybody. She always had to have more. You always had to have a lot left over. But because she made so much, she was immediately going.
Who did she think she was feeding? Marilyn?
come with
She's
anybody?
Italian. She can't help herself.
Did she come with
She
something?
she
But
had
she was
some
like
friends
this.
coming.
This was
other
it.
friends too.
It's like, did she think? Did they come with nothing? And my mother's going like this. They came with nothing. And so we going like this. No, they came
We've
with
never
nothing.
tried it, Pierre. We're gonna try it today.
Never tried it. Never
Yeah,
tried the
DeFaro
pizza.
is a famous pizzeria in Brooklyn, and supposedly what they did is they froze it. So we're gonna try frozen
We're gonna
first.
try. The friends, one day something little happens and you don't talk for years. You guys were fortunate. The lady at Christmas time with the Christmas cookies. But yes, we got the Christmas cookies. Remember that, Janet? Remember the Christmas cookies? We did talk. So, what's going on, Danette?
I'm reading Janet what she's saying with the Christmas. That's cute. Yeah, her name is Maria.
Maria.
Yeah, I just want to say, guys, please listen to the moderators. They're all
Yes.
friends. Go ahead, Anthony.
You know, friends. So my mother was concerned, but like only mildly, that like Joanne and John didn't bring anything. First of all, they came empty-handed. Now that is strike one, but she was like, "Tut tut, it's okay.
Yes,
This is
Jerry.
a friend of mine. This is our friend. This is my friend. I'm gonna be okay with it. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go." I could see her mind going. So she already had that semi-sour expression on her face. So, but the food is done. My mother's taking things off the grill. She's piling it into these steam tables. She's putting stuff on the
Georgie.
table. She says, "Let's all sit down," right? She
Yes.
said, "Let's all sit down."
Let's all sit
So
down.
we all sit on the good chairs. The good chairs. We sit on the good chairs, and this is going to get a little graphic. This is going to get a little graphic because I was eating sausage. I'm eating a hot dog. I'm having a little sausage and peppers. And I don't know what's going on, to tell you the truth. I don't know what the heck's going on.
Go ahead.
But like, I go like this and I say, I go like this and I see someone like Joanne gets up from her chair to get something, and Danette noticed something. I noticed nothing. I just keep eating. I'm eating. I was hungry. I came hungry that day. I'm eating a hot dog. Maybe I'm eating a sausage and pepper sandwich. And Danette's looking at something like this. I see Danette like this. And then I see my mother like this. What is that? I said, like, what is that? And what was it, Danette?
I don't want to say.
You don't want to say. There was
Wait a minute. Did you say it right? Did you set it up right?
Okay. Remember? Oh yeah, I think I forgot. I said, like, Danette said, the lady came in a pair of white slacks.
Okay, let's put it this way. There's a friend that women get once a month. Once a month, you get a friend.
I didn't know what was going on.
You don't wear white pants when you get your friend. She had a friend come to visit her at this particular day.
My head is hurting
Here's the
already.
problem. See, I'm starting to think we shouldn't have told this story.
Shouldn't have told this story.
Shouldn't have told this story. This is bad.
Is this a bad? Is that wrong?
Yeah, that's wrong. Well, anyway.
She got up from the chair and...
That's right, Maiden Forest. So
something was there.
But it wasn't just a little bit. That was the problem.
No.
It was a lot.
There was quite a lot.
And...
It's not a friend, says Fawn.
That's right. Fonzie.
Not a good friend. And my mother's reaction was something like she saw the chair catch fire.
I didn't know at first. So I saw his mother, like, she was getting mad. And I was like, hi, Sue. How you doing?
Hey, Sue. How you doing?
She was getting mad. I'm like, Anthony, why is she mad? What's going on? All of a sudden, it all
There's
turned,
no bad
right?
stories.
Well, anyway.
Oy vey, we get it. Says Mr. Black. My mother's looking, staring at the chair, and then the neck caught on.
It's good to see you, Sue.
And I was like...
Well, I was sitting next to her, and I didn't know what was going on.
I think I remember saying, what's wrong?
It got to a point where we all had to know because it was bad. And
I mean, it was bad.
It was bad. What happened was I kept saying...
Her new upholstery was not looking good.
So she's getting paper towels, she's getting this, getting that. And I'm like, do you have an old, like...
My mother comes running out with the paper towels.
Do you have an old, like, towel? Just get a towel. Get a towel. Now, mind you, the woman's wearing white.
White.
And she excuses herself to go in the bathroom, and your mother's, like, losing it.
And when the woman came back out, it was fairly obvious what was going on the white pants.
No, but
my mother's going out of her mind.
No, but she's going out of her mind because his mother is like a clean freak.
She is,
and doesn't even want her using the bathroom. That's the problem.
Anthony's mother stories. She has intense OCD, first of all.
So she doesn't even want to go into the bathroom.
If I pick this napkin up from here and put it here, she's going to grab it and put it back there.
No. She does that little thing where she just moves it like this, like a quarter of an inch.
A quarter of an inch?
Like not even...
She moves it back the other back.
I saw her once and I was like, Anthony, did you know your mother was like that?
She does not like things, and she also sweeps constantly.
I felt so bad for Joanne. I mean, I understand your mom. I felt bad for her. I felt bad for Joanne. I felt bad for... That's like I said, everyone involved. So finally, she's like, maybe you should go home. Isn't that what she said?
Yeah. My mother knows.
She uninvited her.
My mother says,
I'll
get a towel. And she gets a towel. By the way, that towel went in the trash immediately. She gets the towel, and it's going through the towel.
The chair
Remember,
out.
it's going through the towel.
The chair's going over the cliff.
My mother starts and finally my mother goes, maybe you should go home. No, let's all eat dinner. I think maybe you should go home.
Oh, it was awful.
It was horrifying. My mother looked devastated. When the woman finally got up and left
we never saw her again.
Plumber,
we never saw her again.
When her and the plumber...
Your mother wasn't a good friend.
We never saw her again.
Your mother wasn't a good friend either.
She was never invited again.
The woman had a problem.
She was never invited again. No, I shouldn't say that. She did invite her again
in
the winter.
Happening?
She invited her again in the winter one more time. And I remember we came over to the house that time. And my mother, My mother just sat there looking at her like this, like she was gonna explode, like the woman was a ticking time.
But that isn't the reason why we were talking about it. See, this is the reason. Let me catch up to this though.
There was a reason.
This is more than a saga. This is a trilogy.
It's a trilogy.
Wait.
My mother never wanted to talk to the woman ever again.
In my bathroom cabinet for any woman or teenager girl who needed them. My daughter's friends, they knew who they asked me. That's amazing. But it was just his mother and him. Well, no, you didn't even live there anymore.
Yeah.
We were married.
Now,
already.
my mother offered it. I think,
right?
yes, but I think my mother had something. She offered it. She said, "Oh no, Jeannie, I have something." Whatever it wasn't working.
Well, anyway, that's not the reason we were thinking about
That
her.
is not the reason.
The reason we were
it is
thinking
a trilogy.
about her was this. Okay,
Yes.
so this is why we were thinking. Now tell them what that is.
Because that was another story.
Did you
They
ever
had a
hear
whole
of this
story
before? I'm putting it in. This is stupid.
where they said one day her and John were telling a story about somebody they knew who about not the somebody they knew was somebody they knew who had something that they referred to as, yes, cat scratch fever. Where the person was scratched by a cat.
This was the first time I met the woman. I had not gone to the.
I'm sitting
the
there and I'm
doctor's office with
staring
them
at
yet?
them like they have lobsters crawling out of their
Oh, Sheila.
out of their ears.
Hold on. The first time I met her, I walked in the door. I didn't know who she was. And they introduced me. And they're talking about, I had cat scratch
It was
fever.
a friend of hers that died.
I had hair on my hands. I was like,
She said she had cat
okay, can we
scratch
get
fever.
out of here and go to the
She
movies?
said she became.
I was like, can we leave?
So the plumber goes, I'm going to call him the plumber. So the plumber says, and then that person became a cat. And I was like, what exactly you mean by that?
Funny.
What exactly you mean by she
Hi,
became
funny.
a cat?
Did you ever hear of that before? Hi, Michelle. This is the friendliest chat? Absolutely. I'm so proud of that.
You ever
We do
hear
have
about
the
anyone
friendliest
becoming
chat.
a cat?
Welcome in, and let's stop for a minute sidebar and take a moment to say, please subscribe if you're not.
That's right.
Thumbs this video up.
Thumbs the video
Help
up.
us out, because these stories go
We were
far and few
Muriel, but we
between.
decided to play it safe.
Yeah, we didn't go out because
We didn't
of
want to
the
go out in
bear
the
quality.
smoke. Both
Yeah.
and
So
myself,
we're
both of us
making
have
food from the
health
freezer.
issues. Myself, I have a little thing, and I don't want to exacerbate anything.
Right. And plus, remember, we were sweating to the oldies on Sunday. And I don't want to do that again.
No, so they described an illness known as cat scratch fever, according to
true?
them, where a friend of theirs, it wasn't Joanne, it was a friend of hers, became a cat. She said she became a cat. Her
it didn't
hands
happen
had
to her?
stripes.
It didn't happen to Joanne?
No, it didn't happen to Joanne.
Oh, I thought it happened. See, I already
And then they
shut my
tried to
head
treat
off.
her with something, and then John said, and the end result is, you know how there's a punchline to every story?
And the result
the moral.
is-
There's a moral to the story.
Yeah,
Someone
there is no
said,
moral
will there be
here."
a moral? No moral theater, basically. The moral of the story of Cat Scratch Fever
you, Diana.
was that the woman could never take aspirin again.
Why?
I don't know. She could never take aspirin again because once you become a cat, yes, you become a weird cat. Pierre. It was a person who became a weird cat.
Okay, so then... yeah.
part of the thing was that we were getting, you know what it was? And then there's the next sidebar because that story came, that's only one part of the story. It is a trilogy.
No, what you discovered is because the reason we thought her name was Barbara, because there was another Barbara.
And another Barbara.
There was two other Barbaras.
There were
but
two other
your
Barbaras.
mother's friend that used to come for the barbecues too, her name was Barbara.
Yes.
And what was the husband's name?
The other one, Bob. That was the one I had trouble remembering. Bob. She came for the barbecues for a little while, but then that ended because my mother quickly realized one horrifying fact about Barbara and Bob. They were really strange and really frighteningly off-putting. My mother had a knack. So I don't know if Danette knows this, because Like, you were trying to remember. See, Danette was thinking of Barbara when she was thinking of Joanne. But, like, Barbara's not the same. Barbara's a woman we used to always, like, I couldn't stay. I would tell Danette, you want to get away from Barbara. When Barbara and Bob come walking up the block. That was the other friends. And remember what I said? I was telling you that, like at a certain point, I'm telling you that I don't think Danette knows this. Is that, like, when we moved to the Bronx?
I asked you, where did you meet this?
Danette wanted to know where we met Barbara.
Well, we used to go here and there, and in the neighborhood, they would come up to us, and we would always try to hide.
And I never told Danette where I knew them from.
I didn't know.
These people, they would walk up to you. Do you ever know anybody? Here's the deal. I'm going to ask the chat. Have you ever known anybody that, like, you met them?
Hi, Cynthia.
And then
Thank
you
you,
just,
Cynthia.
like, never wanted to, like... Did you ever know somebody that you, like, you're walking down the street and you see them walking towards you? Have you ever had this experience where it's a person that you see and suddenly you feel like diving under a car or like hiding behind a garbage can? Is there anybody in your life like that?
Yes,
that you see them walking up the block and you'll like hide in an alleyway? You're desperately looking for alleyways. We don't have a lot of good alleyways in New York. You may have heard about the dearth of alleyways in New York City. There's no good alleyways. So you're like, is there anywhere I can go? Like, you see them in the distance and you're hoping they haven't seen you yet. Or the kind of people where you're sitting at a table in a diner.
Sharon says yes.
You're sitting at a table in a diner and there's these people out of the corner of your eye.
We don't really
you spot
know them that well. They're his
the corner of
mother's
your eye,
friends.
you spot them.
And they're weird.
And you go like this and you see them and you do this. Did you ever do one of these? Where you try to look like this, where you sink down in the chair, or you do one of these, where you start going like this. You start going like this.
Okay, see you later.
Like, maybe you're sitting in the window. Maybe you're sitting in a window or in your car, and there's people walking by, and you see them in the mirror of the car, and you go like this. Suddenly you do one of these. Danette, like this.
Although you could just talk, they can't hear you. No, sometimes I have an itch on my ankle. I'm hiding. I'm like down here.
Scratching an itch.
Scratching my knee.
You're going like this. You start going, yeah, I know. I can't.
Savvy said yes.
You're
just
trying
walk
to go
fast
like that and hoping that they're going to walk by without stopping.
But they never
and then
walk
they go
by.
like this. But these are the people who do
They
this.
never walk by.
You're going like this, and you figure they had to have passed by now. And you turn your head, and there's a face right at the window. Right there. Right there.
And then they're knocking.
And here's
what do you want?
here's the woman's
We're not your
face right at the
friends.
window. And way up here is her husband's face at the window, too. There's Bob. Because he's about 3 feet taller than her. She's about 4.5 feet tall, and he's about 6.5 feet tall. It's like...
Yes, you get a sense of bad people
It's
when you meet them.
Goofus and Gallant,
right?
the married couple.
You're right, Freddie. Sabby says yes. Just walk fast and say, I got to get the papers.
You walk fast. I got to get the paper. And they go like this, and they stop. One time we were sitting in a diner in the Bronx. We're sitting in the diner in the Bronx.
God.
And Danette and I did one of these.
It was a mirror. It was a window that was glass,
we were going like
right?
this. We were like talking to each other, and we're talking like that, and like literally stopping. They're just staring at us, staring at us through the window. And finally, I had to go like this.
Oh my God, April!
I had to wave because they're staring. And then you know what they did? They did not continue walking. They came in the diner.
They came in.
And walked over to the booth we're sitting at.
Them. What are we going to talk about?
I don't even know them because I'm going to explain even more why they're not friends of ours.
April said, yeah, many people, but many years in hospitality, I know how to say stuff for shock factor to make them afraid to talk to me again.
There you go. That's what you got to do.
We can't be disrespectful.
They're standing right there.
They're
Standing there hovering over it. But that's what I tried to tell Danette. Danette could never understand. Danette would say,
like, why?
but that's a friend of your mother's. We don't want to be disrespectful. To which I would always say, my mother can't stand these people. And then Danette would say, then why does she always stop and say hello to her?
George says,
because she's making believe.
George says, and the person staring from outside the window is Joseph.
Yeah, that might happen too.
That would
definitely happen. And it's just because I told Danette over and over again, no, they can't, because she talks to them because my mother's a phony.
No, but that's why they always stop, because they always said, tell your mother I said hello.
Tell your mother I said hello.
We were like the people that got the,
I thought
got
they
the
were her
messages.
friends because she always stops. She's always talking to them. Why is she always talk to them if she doesn't like them? And I said, because that's the way my mother is. She's a social butterfly. She's also a phony.
I'm watching the time, Sonia.
My mother might not like you. That doesn't mean she's not going to be friendly to you. That's two different things. I tried to tell her.
Virginia said she needs this.
I tried to tell her. My mother was friendly to everybody, but that didn't mean she liked everybody. He was a big phony. I told her that. You got get the tea and keep it moving. My mother would go like this and stop and talk. Oh yeah. Oh no, I remember that, Barbara. We gotta get together sometime. And then my mother would start walking and go, oh my God, it makes my skin crawl every time she talks to me. And I want to tell Danette how my mother, I don't know if I ever told you this, Danette. Did I ever tell you the story? Yeah, it's a respect thing too. That's the debate. My mother has to do the talking. She has to talk to this woman. I don't know if I ever told Danette. I told Danette knows this woman is a friend of my mother, who I told her endlessly was not a friend of my mother's. Her and her husband. Two people, by the way, first of all, I never saw them not wearing brown. That was the other thing. I never saw them not in brown.
Oh my God.
They never wore any color but brown. And Bob only wore brown sweater. Bob had a brown button-down sweater.
He was in a light brown and a dark pants. Dark brown.
Light brown sweater
loafers.
And dark brown pants with brown loafers. I never saw him in any color other than brown. And she was always wearing a different shade of brown. They tried to kind of match each other in blandness. So, like, he always had a button-down sweater in brown. And even if it was the dead of winter and there was snow on the ground, all he was wearing was a sweater. Just a sweater. I never saw him in it. And in the summertime, I never saw arm. It was all
That's
sweater.
Right, Muriel.
He always had a brown sweater.
We pivoted.
He always had a brown sweater on. So that's the thing. They only always ever wore brown. Bob was about 6.5 feet tall, and she was about 4.5 feet tall. But she was the boss. Because you could say, I only say that because she always walked in front of him. It was always like this. They were always offset when you saw them in the distance. It looked in the distance that he wasn't as tall as he was.
I don't understand
You only noticed until they got closer.
You're supposed to walk
he's
next
not the
to
same
your
height as her.
wife.
It's that he's really far behind her.
You're not supposed to walk
It's
way ahead of your
in a
wife.
married couple.
You're not supposed to be way behind. You're supposed to be next to each other.
Vibes.
Oh my God.
No, it's really like that. But I'm not sure Danette knows where they came from.
I didn't. I don't know where they came from.
Where they came from sounds like a creature from the Black Lagoon.
No, but you don't remember.
That's where they came from. Yes, where they came from. When we moved, this is almost like a sidebar, but it's not. It's not a sidebar. When we moved to the Bronx, I mean my mother moved to the Bronx. My mother, her father, who lived with us, and myself, I was a little kid. When we moved to the Bronx, as a kid, when I was a kid, we moved to the Bronx. Almost immediately, my mother had an accident. A man is supposed to walk in the gutter on the gutter side of the street next to his girlfriend or wife, never ahead or behind. That is correct. That is correct, Made in Forest Hills. Made in Forest Hills.
Exactly.
I generally, when we're together outside, I always try to walk on the outside unless there's some weird thing blocking us from moving around. And like, it's a little, you know, I'm not as nimble as I used to be. So like, I've always done that.
Mozzarella sticks.
Mozzarella sticks, guys.
From Nathan's. Okay, good.
From Nathan's.
They're hot.
So like, yes, you always try to, but he was always behind her. So like, here's the thing. When my mother and I first moved, my mother got injured almost immediately. And this is going to sound weird. We moved in. We lived in the Bronx. We must have been living there all of 1 or 2 days. And in the Bronx, where we lived, you had to like walk up this hill. Like the easiest way to get to Tremont Avenue, we lived off of Tremont Avenue.
Oh, I know where you
East
mean.
Tremont. And we had to walk up this hill.
Okay.
Danette actually still goes to a doctor in that neighborhood. So she had to walk up the hill. We had to walk up the hill. Oh, yeah, that's right. What am I talking about?
Just
He's not
recently,
there
we
anymore.
don't go there no more.
She had to walk up the hill, and we would go to the supermarket, which
I'm sorry.
was the Big V. We lived in, we shopped at the Big V. In those days, there was a supermarket called the Big V up at the top of the hill.
Nathan's brand's pretty good.
So my mother had a wagon.
I
She
can
had a
always put it back in
wagon
the
load
oven.
of shopping. It was
Yeah.
the winter time. It was cold.
Were you with her?
I was with her. I was a little kid. I was with her. I'm hanging onto the wagon. Like I had my hand on the wagon. It's up here because my head was short.
You were a kid?
She's
Little
walking.
Kid?
I was a little kid. So she's walking. What was that?
The microwave. Good.
Oh.
She's walking, good.
So she's walking, and she's going on the hill. So I don't know if I ever told Danette this. So she's walking down the hill. We're walking down the hill, and my mother hit black ice, I guess. The wagon slid.
Oh my God.
She went like this, did a split like that.
Oh my God.
She did a full split onto the floor, and she like twisted her leg around. Long story short, she did in fact break her leg.
Bird's eye, broccoli, and cheese. She broke a leg? Oh my God. Ooh, look at the steam. Oh, look at that. It's a bag of bird's eye.
Now you might be thinking to yourself,
look how good that looks. Look at the steam. So she broke her
it was
leg.
terrible.
Where does this have to do with
I
these
was
people?
a little kid. I'm like worried. I'm crying. What do I do? What do I do? What do we do? Ah, get help.
Was your
Anthony,
grandfather
get
there?
help.
Was
Go
that
and
when you
get
looked at your
grandpa.
grandpa?
She's like, go up the block and get grandpa. 404 not found. How you doing? So I'm going like this. You probably are wondering, I was just about to address that. What does this have to do with that couple that's so scary?
What does it have to do
The
with it?
serial killer vibes,
Oh my
Reddy, that you
God.
mentioned. What does it have to do with them?
This is hot.
I'm standing outside, I'm crying. My mother's screaming for me to run up the
Wait,
block
so she's known them for that
and like
long?
go and get grandpa. You know, tell him that I got hurt.
Okay, I'm trying the broccoli as you tell the story. Bon appetit, guys.
At the time, we didn't know she was hurt that bad, but she did in fact break her leg. We didn't know she was hurt that bad, so she's still laying on the ground. I don't know what to do.
Wow,
I'm a
this
little
is
kid.
delicious.
I'm looking around like this. There's like, Italian bread on the floor. There's groceries. What do I do? I got to go back. I barely know where I am because we just moved there. And I have a poor sense of direction now. You can imagine what I was like when I was a kid. I'm like, I got to find my way back to the apartment building we were living in.
Do you remember how old you were?
I don't remember. I was 8 or 9. I was like, find my way back to this apartment building that I had only just left that day for the first time. Because we had moved in and she
Freddie,
immediately
the
went
broccoli's
shopping.
delicious.
So like, I'm standing there and this is what happens. Next to us is another apartment building. There's an apartment building there on the slant. It's a slanted street. So it's like a slope. It's like San Francisco, the streets of San Francisco over there. and there's an apartment building there. It's like a 4-story apartment building over there. All of a sudden, the door bursts open, and these 2 brown people come like rolling out like this. Can we help you? Can we help you? Oh, what happened? What's going on? It was like freaking like Eldritch horror. These 2 people like Cthulhu come rolling out of the building.
Oh my God.
They come rolling out of the front door. The door bursts open and out they come.
So they lived right there?
What happened? We saw this. They saw my mother fall from the window, which later on occurs to me. They were just what were you guys doing? How did you know I fell? Well, we were watching you walk up the block from the window.
Nosy bodies. Nosy bodies?
Later, Barbara said, "No, we were just looking out our window because we saw someone we don't recognize. You must be new to the neighborhood."
Wow, these are really good.
"You must be really new to the neighborhood, and I saw someone that I didn't know, so I figured I'd watch what you were doing." So her and her husband both had themselves squeezed into the window watching my mother fall, and then immediately burst downstairs, and they were very helpful. They helped her up. They got her to like the doctor, and they did all of these things, and my mother became friends with them. That's why she became their friend. That's the whole reason why she started like keeping friendship with them.
You were a little kid, you said. So that
I was a little kid.
That means that they knew you for years. Because then you started dating me. We never had mozzarella sticks in the house, ever.
Let me explain something to you weird.
That was the first time I had
And once again, also, quick sidebar here.
It's good.
That man and woman looked the same exact age when I met them as a little kid this tall. When they were coming by the window when I was dating Danette and eating in the diner.
Anthony, have some vegetables.
They were the same age.
You can eat right from there. Just eat with a spoon, whatever. I'm going to check the pizza.
Who doesn't want a little broccoli for health? That's right. Strangers are strange when you're a stranger. So my mother actually liked them. Here's what it was. When she first met them, she liked them. But it took like a little while. I remember they used to come over to the house. My mother would invite them up. And they would be like, you know, they'd come over. My mother would go out to bingo with them. But as time went by, if I remember correctly, my grandfather was still alive at the time. One day we were having dinner and my grandfather said to my mother, like, "So, what's wrong with her anyway?" She said, "Who, Barbara? You don't notice there's something a little odd about her?" And my mother said, "Yes, I do." That was the one time my mother said, "Yes, I do." Why do you keep going? Why do you keep inviting her up here? So my mother's answer was, "I don't know how to stop." So her father gave her fatherly advice. Just stop inviting her to come up here.
Fatherly advice. Here's the vegetables we're eating. Sauteed veggies, broccoli, and cheese sauce. Comes in a bag. You do it in the microwave, and then I heat it up.
Strangely low in calories.
It's really good. It's only 120 calories a box.
So Danette, what happened was that over time, my mother became like, she didn't want to see this person. She never wanted to see Barbara and Bob ever. There was a time, like when she stopped inviting them over, that's when my mother started doing like the excuse train. You know, it was always like I said, like my mother would do anything. My mother would duck behind the car if she saw them in the distance. This was her reaction. You would see them like in the distance and they were this big, getting bigger and bigger off in the distance. We're walking this way, they're walking this way, and my mother would go, oh no. That was what she would do. "Oh no, not that. It's them."
Anthony, they helped
That makes eating frozen food look like it's 5-star meal from Teresi and Nolita.
Oh,
That's said Mrs. Planet Master. We just like, you know what it is. You kind of gotta love what you got. You know what I mean? It's what we have in here right now, so that's what we're going with.
Yeah, just
right,
eat out of that plate for a minute, and I'm gonna bring some pizza over. Well, this is the stuff we bought and put in the freezer that we never made. I'm not a freezer person. I like everything fresh. You
So
know?
we had like a good time. I remember trying to explain to Danette. My favorite thing ever was explaining to Danette, like, why do you think Barbara's a friend of my mother's? Well, she always talks to her. She's not. I can't stand her. Speaking of guys who might look at you through the window, Joseph Taylor in the house. How you doing, Jojo? What's up, Joe?
Joe, what do you know?
Hey, Joe, what do you know? Either fresh or frozen, never can, says Maiden Forest
Okay,
Hills.
so
I always
just
prefer
pick it
those.
up, Anthony. Pick that up. All right, so my favorite. Pick it up and eat from the bowl. My favorite topping on pizza is oregano.
Wow, this pizza is strangely small.
I didn't take the whole thing out. There's 2 more pieces in there just to fit it on the plate. You know what I mean? Just finish that, and I'll take it and put it in the.
I was gonna say, the pizza is strangely tiny, but no, then that didn't bring it all.
Okay, so now let me show you.
We're gonna discuss the pizza with Joe.
All right, give me that. You can finish the mozzarella sticks. Clean up the mess there.
Clean up the mess, because there's always a mess when Anthony's involved.
Do you want cheese on your pizza? No, it doesn't need it, right? How's everybody doing?
How's everyone doing? It shrank in the oven, says Pierre. It could have.
I might have kept it in a little longer than usual, but that's because I didn't want to wait for it to ping. It took forever. And also, I like it crispy. Oh, I forgot to get myself.
I can't.
All right, well, this is what it is. Look. The
I can't
Fara. We're
remember
going to
the
try it
last
for the
time
first time.
I ever ate frozen pizza. I love making my own,
Yeah.
says Maiden Forest Hills.
Yeah.
We haven't
We only
made
got
a
this
prawn.
because we never have. Take whichever one you
You know,
want.
the reason we got this was, I'm taking that one right
Okay.
there. The reason we got this
It's
really
'cause
was
we
more
saw it
because it was
in the
the
store.
Faras and
Look
it
at
was
that,
in the
guys.
store and it was kind of on sale.
Look at that.
And
I
was
burnt
like,
it a little, but I like it like
I
that.
don't know. Let's take a shot at it.
Excuse me.
That's pretty good actually.
It doesn't really taste like frozen. Is it because it's grandma? Grandma?
Off to bed soon, but the moral of the story is don't get scratched by a cat.
Emma, we're off to. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Don't be scratched because
You'll become one. And then you can't have aspirin. Emma, that is so
glad
true.
you came by.
Always glad to see you.
The sauce is good in it. Let me get some more napkins. Here you go. Here's a whole bunch of napkins.
You know what's nice? It does have a very strong basil flavor. I never ate pineapple on pizza, says Maiden Forest Hills. I have had pineapple on
You tried
pizza.
it
It's not a favorite of mine. It's not a classic New York thing. We know our wonderful friend CAK would not like that pineapple on pizza.
She likes pineapple, but not on pizza. Look at that. That still looks good, doesn't it? You like it? I'm gonna say that the star of the show is the sauce.
Yeah, that's the best thing. It's not the greatest crust. It's not the greatest
crust
cheese.
is very, very light. The cheese
But
is
the
not
sauce
the best.
is the sauce is really good on this. I mean, for frozen.
It needs more cheese. It's like not a lot of cheese, right? This piece has a lot of cheese if you want that.
I don't think I've ever seen a white pie with mushrooms. Maiden Forest.
What do you mean?
likes
I
white
have.
pie with mushroom. Have you?
Yeah. Vegetables. You can put mushrooms on it anyway. Right?
I like a white pie.
I'm not crazy about the crust. Did I overcook it? Is that the reason?
Yeah, maybe a couple minutes too much.
Hmm.
Do you guys shop in Aldi ever? Well, I think we went.
Once.
Went once or twice. There's also a Lidl close by us, and I think we went there once too.
Nice.
We're more
Caroline.
Trader Joe people.
We don't even go there very often. Which one do you want? This one? With the cheese?
No.
I'll take this one. Look at that pocket right there. Did anybody else ever go to DeFara in Brooklyn?
Anyone in the chat been to the actual pizzeria?
What do you think of it? I think I burnt it. Is that the reason?
Maybe, but I don't think any frozen pizza is ever excellently good, right? Then
I guess so.
frozen pizza is always a little bit like, it's a hit and miss.
I bet you never thought you'd eat pizza tonight.
I did not think I was getting pizza tonight. I was thinking more sausage and peppers. And galama. Yes. Who do we have here? Thanks to the super moderators, says Carolyn, as C5. Very much so. Nope. Went to Mama Leone's only, says Pierre. Tony, someone in my building had at bar a small white lobster. A white lobster pizza?
Wait, say that again?
A white lobster pizza costs $45. Ouch. Well, small. That is expensive for a small,
some
but it's
New York
lobster.
pizzas though are $45. You know what I mean? And they're not lobster. I don't know what the heck they're putting in their pizza, but. Anyway, I don't like
The only thing
crust.
I've ever had seafood was. Did we have the shrimp pizza at Cuts and
No.
Slices?
I don't think so. I don't think so, man. Oh, Emma G had pizza tonight too. Becca had peppers, beef, chicken and jalapenos. Hannah had bacon, pineapple, sausage, and peppers. I had pepperoni and mushrooms, my favorite. Okay.
I like how all three gals had different types.
Yeah, well,
of
that's
pizza.
when you get your personalized. You can get what you want. I don't care for the crust at all, man.
I think
don't
it's
like the
too airy.
crust.
It's not. It doesn't
Maybe it
have
was
enough
me,
chew. No, I think it's the way they make it.
Is it just because it's
It's
frozen?
a classic grandma. It's not risen at all.
It doesn't taste like something that I would imagine DeFaro, like DeFaro is supposed to have. It's
You know what it is? Grandma.
who's grandma?
The
Oh,
grandma
this-
style
oh, yeah.
pizzas always has that, like, doesn't have any rise.
Oh, is that what it is then?
If there
But
is
it
a
tastes
pickle pizza
cheap
somewhere,
almost.
I'd try it, says Sonia.
A pickle
Well, when we
pizza?
go to the Pickle
Oh, we're
Fest,
going to
there
the
might
pickle-
be a
I
pickle
can't
pizza
wait.
there. Because seemingly, I mean, I'm seeing chocolate-covered pickles. I'm seeing, like, pickles fried, pickles made into hot dogs.
Hi, Christian. How are you?
A Jamaican lobster pizza. Now, Cuts and Slices is like a West Indian style pizza place. Now
That's some good food. I don't
Cuts and
remember
Slices,
exactly what we got, except for the oxtail.
Cuts and Slices oxtail, very expensive slice of pizza, very delicious. I think it was $11 then for one slice, but it was fantastic and it was ginormous.
Pizza at Eatery is very expensive. Do you mean Italy? Or is that a different place we don't know about?
I mean, Italy in New York.
Mm-hmm. No, he said eatery. I don't know if that's Italy that he's saying. I don't know. I don't know what eatery is. I don't know what that is.
Now I do know that Cuts and Slices had a very expensive pie. I do know that Sears has a hugely expensive pizza.
Yes,
the one
that's
with
the one I was
there's
talking
one
about.
particular pie that I think is $80 at Sears Pizza. Sears has it's $80. Got to get a whole pie.
Reyes,
I think
is your
it's
favorite,
I think it has andouille, which is kind of like almost like a sausage paste
From Italy.
that you have to get sent from Italy, from Sicily.
Yeah, how much is it?
I think it's 80.
80 for a pie. Can you imagine?
It's a little much.
They're
Maybe the $40 one
from
that's
Italy.
white. Yeah, that would be good. And the reason we have to put, by the
April,
way,
you'd love that pizza then. Cuts and Slices makes an oxtail. They go there early in the morning and they braise it all day. And the slice was $10 just for one. It was worth it. It was so delicious. And I don't eat
the slice is great. You could actually see us chowing
so
down
good.
on a slice at
Yeah, but we got another slice.
on
We
a
spent-
video.
we
We
spent
got
$20,
another slice,
I
but I
think.
can't
I don't
remember if
think
it
we
was
got
the
a
shrimp
third. Maybe
or
we
it was
did.
something else. I
Or
think we got
chicken?
two.
I don't remember.
I can't remember whether it was the shrimp or another kind of like.
Oh, Italy. Okay, that's all right, Freddie.
I think
Over
it had
$50 a
truffle.
pie at Italy? Really? I wonder if they're using those ingredients too, like things like truffle oil or like Sabby says.
I think Lucky Charlie's is fairly expensive.
Yeah,
But like people will
Native
tell you
Forest
the
Hills,
the reason.
He knows. Mm-hmm.
I saw someone once say that the what screwed it up for everybody at Sears.
Hi, PRSCE. How are you?
Hey, how you doing? Sears got screwed up for everybody because Sears used to sell slices, then they stopped. The reason they stopped selling slices is basically we have that wonderful prince of a fellow Dave Portnoy to thank for that because Dave Portnoy went there, gave it a good review, and then it got so crowded with all the Portnoy fanatics, all his followers going there to try Sears pizza that they stopped selling slices.
That sounds delicious, Jerry.
So that's why you can't get a slice.
We've been to a lot
Kevin
of places.
Campbell, how you doing?
We've been to a
Oh
lot
yeah, I
of
got the
places
classic
that
Grimace
he's-
glass.
Yeah, we've been to several places that he's been to, but remember, he comes from
Boston.
so there's a different kind of pie that he likes. He likes the bar pie, which is a bar pie is a very thin crust. Doesn't have aeration. It doesn't raise. It's a different kind of a food.
And as some people would say, what does a guy from Boston
Hi, Kevin.
actually know about
You like the
New
Grimace
York
glass?
pizza?
That's right, Jeff. Thank you. No need to correct anyone in the chat. It's okay. That's right. Thank you. It happens all the time. God knows we're all geniuses. I'm the first one to make mistakes.
So crazy the prices they get for food. That is true.
What's anybody's opinion about Joe's Pizzeria down in the financial district? Is that the same Joe that's...
Is that the same that's part of the other Joes?
Is that Joe that's on...
Joe that's like in like near Bleecker?
There's one... The one in Bleecker Street is good. I like it. I love ricotta on anything. I love ricotta on a spoon. I like La Industrie in Brooklyn. I thought it's one of the best. Oh, Kevin said
La
it's
Industrie
fine.
is amazing. La Industrie is amazing. I think they're the most amazing pizzeria. Joe's is good. Joe's is a really good basic pizza.
Really, it's what you grew up on. It's what if you're from New Haven, that pizza is going to be your favorite. If that's all you ate when you were growing up. If you're from, and then that might not be true either. You may come from a certain thing that you remember or know, and then you try something else, and that's your new favorite, right? Like I want to try the pizza from Chicago. There's a place in Manhattan that makes
Emmett's.
it that way.
We haven't been there
I want to
yet.
go there.
Danette wants to try that deep dish pizza at Emmett's, which is supposed to be good. There's actually 2 Emmett's. One which specializes in the deep dish pizza. You got to go to the right one. Because there's the other Emmett's that sells pizza, but they only sell Chicago-style thin crust pizza.
You too, Diana Lee and Annette. I could eat a pound of ricotta with a little salt. I have to stop myself. That's why I don't buy ricotta. That's the problem. It's all about the tomato sauce. You know, it's so important. Actually, pizza is 3 ingredients mainly, right?
Yeah,
for the most
pretty
part.
much.
You've got your dough,
sauce, cheese.
your sauce, and your cheese. Now, this is frozen, so we did it on a whim, just like mozzarella sticks. That's why we didn't make it.
Yeah, we
had
haven't
these
done
things for so
modern.
long. And it just doesn't taste as good frozen in. It just doesn't.
No, of course not. You know, what makes a pretty decent. I'm gonna give them props. A pretty decent frozen pizza is actually California Pizza Kitchen.
Frozen? I don't think I've ever tasted it. You want to try it? What do you want to try, Juicy? We're all typo queens, please.
And by the way, La Industry, which makes amazing pizza.
I can't help
their
picking on
burrata
it, though,
slice
right? 'Cause it's in front of me.
Still only like $4.50. What is it? $4.50 a slice?
Which one?
Which ain't that bad. La Industry. That slice of pizza is amazing. Mano's $4 for a slice of pizza. One of the best slices in the United States. Which means
Yeah, we've had pizza with no tomato in it. It doesn't have to have tomato.
Basically, that means, and if you could look at it this way: if the pizzas, if you're eating if you're saying a pizzeria is one of the best pizzerias in New York, it automatically is one of the best pizzerias in the world. To say the truth.
You know what it is? What I was saying before about what you think is the best. In our world, right? You and me, Anthony, we come from New York City. And you and I know the difference between the boroughs. That's all I'm saying. So Brooklyn is different from Queens, is different from the Bronx. Even though they're all good, there's slight variations, and you can be like picky about it because pizza's on every corner. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
There's a lot of competition. That's why we never buy frozen pizza. We don't have to. I could order a pizza right now to be here in 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
If you think about it, think about New York.
Yeah, an English
think
muffin
about
is
New
good,
York,
too.
especially in the boroughs.
I'm picking on the cheese.
You know how many pizzerias and Chinese takeout restaurants there are in New York City?
Oh my God.
There's one on every corner, essentially. So, and even the worst of them is not that bad, to be perfectly honest with you. I've had bad pizza where I went like this. It's still pretty good. I can't complain about this. When you go to a pizzeria, I really don't like a local pizzeria.
That sounds interesting.
But like, it's still not that bad. Even the one you hate, it's not that bad. Actually,
it's not that bad.
It gets the job done.
Now I'm being a picky eater right now.
She's picking.
I don't like the crust. It's disappointing.
It was funny that we had that
restaurant's not like
conversation about Joanne and John, and we had the conversation. Then that brought up Bob and Barbara, which they were the bane of our existence for years, following us seemingly everywhere we went. You look through there and you see their brown selves, like their brown wearing selves right out the window. That guy, oh, by the way, another 2 people who had the same hairstyles their entire lives.
Did she wear brown
too?
too?
They only wore brown.
Would they have a brown sale or something?
She would match. She would try to offset the colors. Crispy Pizza, we got the YouTube channel over there from George. Crispy Pizza's a pretty nice pizzeria too. I like Crispy Pizza. I like the owners there too.
Oh, look, someone's saying hello and how we been. Here, I'll get you an actual piece. This is me picking on this.
Oh, Hobo's Lantern, how you doing? How are you both? Things good? Been so busy. Good. It's good to see you. Always good Thank you so much for joining us. Hope all is well. Key in Duluth. I know Fonzie's from Duluth. I'm so glad the girls and I caught you. They were reading what Emma said tonight. Did you see Emma?
What? No.
Emma said, I'm so glad the girls and I caught you tonight. They were howling at your stories. We needed it.
Oh my God.
We were finishing girl dinner. Richard and I have been separated for a couple of months now. Oh, I'm so sad to hear that. Her and Richard have been separated a couple of months.
Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, you guys. But I'm glad I gave you guys something to laugh about. More pizza on the updeck here.
Emma, I'm so sorry to hear
so
that, but whatever
sad to hear that
makes you
Emma.
happy, whatever works out in the end is for the good.
Okay,
just
Emma saying,
hang on to that. Hang on to
listen,
things happen for a reason.
You know, wherever you are, always remember, wherever you are, you have some friends right here. And
That's right.
There's people thinking about you in this little group right here also.
That's right.
You're going to get through this.
Yep.
And I'm so happy you guys at least had a little smile and a little pizza tonight.
Yes.
To if I even gave you something to laugh about a little bit, that makes us happy. And
Yes.
like Danette said, I'm sure everyone here is keeping you. You're
She's
a friend.
still looking for a new job.
You're a
Everything will
friend.
work
You're
out.
a
It's
friend.
only going to look up.
You can always, there's
You
always
can always reach out to
blue
us.
skies on the horizon.
That's right.
Trust me. I've always thought so. The mother and the father and the kids. Funny.
Hi, Sean.
So, the best people in
thank you
YouTube
so
in New
much,
York
April,
City.
for saying
Thank you so
that.
much, April. We really appreciate
that's so
that.
sweet of you. Thank you.
I hope we can live up to that, and we try to do that by just being ourselves and by
That's
being
right.
nice to people. You guys are nice people in yourselves. I think it was fate that we tuned in. Thank you so much, says Emma. We're so glad you're here with us.
Yes,
Emma.
we're always glad to see you. Always love to see you. And I'm glad that you had different pizzas. That sounds like fun. That's a fun thing. You do all the different things, you know?
Yes. Diana Lee Roberts says to Emma G, my daughter calls exes placeholders for the real deal. That's the glass half full people like us, right? Always.
Yes.
Always keep your
And you're
eyes
right,
on
Fred.
to the future. You
You
have
have
friends
friends
here.
here.
You do. You have friends here that are thinking of you. Friendship. I'm a loner on the planet. No more family. No more family. And now I'm here, says Mrs. Planet Master. That's right.
Jerry,
You
we
guys
are
are
your
always
family.
going to
That's
have.
it.
You guys.
You always have a place with us. And Nick, the chef from UK. It's been a long time, but kind of back. Don't worry about it. It's
Oh
fine.
yeah, I remember Nick. That's right. The Hobo's Lantern. Thank you for stopping in, Nick.
You can eat. You want me
I
to talk
forgot-
about something?
I forgot. Oh, I was going to mention that. See, we got to talking about Bob and Barbara. And we got to talking about Joanne and John. And that made me remember Danette's family also had a Barbara. Her mother had a friend named
Thank you so
Barbara.
much for saying that, Fawn. Fawn, you always say such nice things too. Emma, you will be stronger and better, and we have your back. Hugs, friend. I couldn't say it better. That's perfect. Thank you, Fawnsy. Oh, good. Hi, Red Gal. I'm glad we put you in a good mood. We really would have liked to have gone to the feast again, but
See
I
what
mean,
happens.
safety has
you
to
never
come
know.
first. That's all.
Not today,
You
obviously.
never know
but
what's
you
going to
never know.
happen. Listen, you never know what's going to happen between one day and the next. You never know if you're going to, what's going to happen that you have no control over, like the weather or what's going on in the world. You have no control over that. But what you could do is make the best of it that you can. because you matter and everything you do matters. And, you know, you got to kind of stay positive in your own world, whatever that may be. And we're always here.
Megan, thank you so much for saying that.
What did Megan say? Didn't Anthony have an amazing channel? Always such lovely chats on here. Thank you so much, Megan. Yes, April. I think Fawn's
I agree.
is amazing.
We
and so
agree
are you,
with April on that.
All of you are. Every single one of you.
April herself is pretty much an ace. So if she if she says that to you, Fawn, take it to the bank.
That's right. And our moderators are amazing. Guys, do me a favor. Let's see how many thumbs up we have. And honestly, bear with, 102 watching, 102 thumbs up. Like, you see what I mean?
How'd that happen?
Because we have the best chat. Everybody's so lovely here. Everybody's so nice. You did the right thing, Danette and Anthony. Imagine trying to walk around during the last day with all the people, especially the heat and the smoke. It's actually not the last day. The last day is Sunday, but yes. Can you imagine?
Today actually was the feast of Our Lady of Mount
we wanted to go so
which,
bad.
This is the day they do the procession of the statue.
Yeah, they take the statue and walk around the neighborhood. Oh my God. And then it's every single hour they have all the different, did you say that already? All the different, okay, let's wait for him to finish. Because I never say anything right. He has to say.
No.
You know what? I want to try
It's not exactly every hour, but every hour and a half, 2 hours or something.
Mass.
They have masses all day in the church and different things. They have an English mass, they have an Italian mass, there's a Spanish mass, there's a Polish mass, and there's also, I believe, yes, there's an English, an Italian mass, an English mass, an Italian mass, a Spanish mass, followed by a Polish mass, and then tonight the last mass, which is going to be a Haitian mass, which is going to be spoken in Creole.
Really?
Because the neighborhood is fairly the neighborhood the parish is fairly diverse. At least now. It was once a lot of Italian, but now the parish itself covers many different ethnic backgrounds and all part of the church. At one time you had to be Italian to carry the Giglio, like we saw the other day. Now you don't necessarily have to be Italian. You simply have to be a member of the parish.
It's all about the church. See, the feast of Our Lady Mount Carmel is about the church. I think we do, Pierre. It's about the community. It's the story of the two feasts in one.
Exactly.
Emma G said she signed up for part-time community college today. Oh, that's nice. That's great.
Jeff you're going to do fantastic.
Yeah, you're going to ace that too. And Jeff says it's supposed to get bad again on Saturday. Ugh.
Not again, my God.
Pierre said, I'm glad to find you guys. Really nice community. Anthony Danette, garden going crazy now with illustrious plants. Green coyote never came up. However, ginger, melons, butternut squash, tomatoes, and roughly 30 other things growing. Fabulous. That's great.
Nick's garden is, how does your garden grow, Nick? Very well.
Hi, Jenna.
My mother, 94 years old, recalled going to the feast, maybe St. Carmel too, in Manhattan with her father. And she said it was 116th Street. She said they came home with Zapoli. That's the one where I was growing up. I'm from 116th Street.
Yes, he is.
And I remember the old Our Lady of Mount Carmel feast on 116th Street,
beginning
which they still do.
They're doing it, I think, August 8th to
It's
the
making
10th.
a return. It's making a return engagement. So yeah, you come home with her father would take her. She'd come home with the Zapolis, 94 years old. Imagine that.
Hi, Lisa UK girl. How are you? This tastes different.
It does. What is that? Chicken?
Oh, that's why it tastes different.
What makes it different, babe?
It's breakfast chicken.
Ah. The next going, why does this taste different? breakfast
trying to figure
chicken.
it out. It's mild, yet it feels like there's a lot of pepper in it.
Now, Freddie, April says, so glad you stayed in. Stay cool, stay healthy, take care of yourself first. The city vibe will be waiting for you, and so will all of us. That's thank you so much, April. Freddie says we should have have our own feast, the feast of Father Anthony and Sister Nanette. We carry around a statue of Godzilla and Mrs. Kitty all around the neighborhood.
Oh my God, who said that?
God. That's Freddie.
Oh my God, Freddie.
Megan Florista says, everyone stay safe in the current climate. We can see from YouTubers posting, it looks really smoky. A great decision to stay indoors. Loving your channel from far away in Australia. Megan Florista. That's right. You're our other. That's right. I always forget I'm trying to remember who the Australian friends are. And I forgot Megan is one of our other Australian friends.
.404 says, I never coughed so much in my life, man. The smoke is unbearable. Where are you? I don't remember what you said. 404, where are you?
Yeah, what part of the...
And were you outside or are you feeling
where
the
were you
inside?
located? If you don't mind saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, a lot of chicken dishes.
You want to try it? With your pizza? I think there's too much pepper in it. It's not bad, but it's very peppery. What does pepper have to do with breakfast? Thank you, Virginia. Just like you, you're so kind to everyone as well. Virginia. Really?
Nick's gone blonde.
Why did it take 5 hours? You have to do it twice? Oh, you have to make it like, you have to take the color out first, like do the neutral, and then put the color on top?
This is very dark.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and Muriel's birthday is July 30th. That's right. Oh, you're welcome,
That is very
Muriel.
smoky tasting.
Do you taste that?
I'm not sure if
It's
I
like
like
on
it.
fire with the pepper.
You know me, I like spicy things, but I'm not sure if I'm in love with it.
That's not spicy. That's peppery. There's a lot of pepper in there.
It just tastes
It's like
like
black pepper.
Little Italy in San Diego's much larger than in New York.
Little Italy in San Diego. Is it?
There is one in
Well,
San
that's
Diego.
that's why you got to go to Arthur Avenue. Arthur Avenue is where you get all the good stuff. In the Bronx.
Just to shop around and go from place to place, yeah, I think is better in Arthur Avenue in the Bronx than in Manhattan. I wanted to say when we were talking about, I gave Danette a weird remembrance too when we were talking the other day, because we were talking about Bob and Barbara. I brought up Danette's mother's friend Barbara, who was married to a fella named John.
Yes. Is there more stories coming?
They used to come to barbecues at her parents' house, and they would have it in the backyard. And
that's right.
They would also go and Danette's parents would also go and have dinner at Barbara and John's house, because Barbara and Danette's mother worked together.
Right, they worked together, but John was a chef.
They worked together, and John was a chef, or a
catered.
former chef.
Well, he
was a caterer, I guess, at this point,
he was a good chef.
rather than a restaurant chef. And he was a really great cook, which Danette's father, who loved to eat, really appreciated. But
Michael.
Danette couldn't stand John. He really didn't like him. He didn't seem to like him.
Who, my father?
Yeah, your father.
No, he didn't like him.
He didn't seem to like him. He did not like him. But he had a crush on the guy's food. He said, but Danette, I really hate him. But he's so good when he's in the kitchen.
Thank you, Hobo.
He cooks so good. So delicious, like her mother eating he would make like these he made a lot of Cajun dishes apparently,
Right,
and
from New
French
Orleans.
dishes.
He's from New Orleans.
He was from New Orleans, so he'd make all these Cajun dishes, and there'd be a lot of crabs, and her mother would bore them all to
Well, my mother
tears
loved the
because she would
crab.
take every flake of meat out of the tiniest
And it took
leg of a
forever.
crab, and she would eat the crabs for like 6.5 hours. She'd take a toothpick and she'd be taking all the meat out of there, like that, and they like you could see John Foley thinking. They said you could see John Foley wanting to go like, enough with the crabs. Stop trying to eat the crabs. So I remembered that. I reminded.
So you have a
Danette,
memory. I remember.
yeah, I
this.
reminded Danette that one year, Danette's mother because you got to reciprocate. Danette's mother invited John and Barbara to come to their house for like a barbecue at the house. Once again, 4th of July. So 4th of July weekend. Come to their house. They're in the backyard at the barbecue. And of course, John didn't come empty-handed like Joanne at my mother's house. John came with something because he cooked something. And he made some
like
fantastic side dish.
They lived in Coney Island /
Oh, yes. They were
was
Brooklyn. They lived in, I think they lived in Brighton Beach.
Brighton Beach, yeah, that's right.
I think they lived in Brighton Beach. Also, and they spent a lot of time in Coney Island. And so John came bearing two things. He brought some food with him that tasted really good. And he brought one other thing, this new toy, because he loved to buy, and I quote, toys. Because I remember that vividly, because her father hated that he described them as that. I love to get my electronic toys. And I'm going to tell you this story I'm going to tell you. I don't remember what year it was. We were dating. It was a long, but this will tell you how the hell old we are. This will tell you because like I look back at it now and I go, as soon as I say what I'm going to say, you're going to go,
what are you gonna say?
Man, that was a long time ago. He had a brand new toy that nobody seems to have. It was a CD player.
It was a CD player, but it was small
You
but
had
big.
to have headphones.
It was like this.
And it was big.
But
And it had headphones.
But it was nothing
It was
we've
like
ever
later
seen
on
before.
there'd be Discman. But this wasn't a Discman. You know why?
He had the
You couldn't
prototype.
tilt it. If you tilted it, the disc wouldn't play. It would go.
Yeah, you had to keep it.
It had to be flat on a table.
You couldn't.
And you had to plug it in, and it had to have. You had to like have. It had a huge battery pack. It had a huge chargeable battery pack on the side of it. It weighed about 7 pounds, but it played a CD. So he came with the thing, and we were all like, "Ooh, what's that? We've never
404
heard
is
of
in
this
Canada.
magical product."
Oh my goodness, 404 is in Canada. I'm so sorry.
We said, "Ooh, we've never heard of this magical product. What is it?"
All right,
like,
boomerang yourself in the pool.
Boomerang into the pool.
She's going in the pool.
Enjoy the pool, Jerry. Oh, like, what's this magical product? A CD player? Nobody had CD players. There were no boomboxes.
We didn't even
with
see the CDs. We
They
were
didn't
like,
have them in cars.
This.
You never saw CD. The record stores only had like the CD section of the record store was like the size of this table. Basically, it was like that. He had like a thing, and it was at the time. I realized later because I heard other people talk about it, but this was why this guy he had.
That's right.
When people listened to music on CDs in those days, they thought it had to be something serious. So this was the thing. So he brought CDs with him to listen to, and he allowed us to like put the headphones on for a few seconds to hear the fidelity. High fidelity and the clarity of the digital media. 404 found, not found.
Oh, thank you
so much for the
We
$10
appreciate
super
it.
chat.
Wow,
Thank you so much.
For
much appreciation. And 404,
for
stay
supporting
safe.
us. Yeah.
Stay safe, stay cool,
He's
and
down
stay out
Canada,
of the dust.
So it's coming from the
My
north
gosh.
to him.
That's terrible.
Yeah, remember, look, I don't know why that happened, but remember that's what Hobo said, I don't know who that is, Josh, because Virginia wanted to know if that was Josh. Didn't Anthony know me? I wrote Anthony a short crime thriller story for his birthday last.
Yes,
Remember? Yeah,
I
Nick.
remember that, Nick. I haven't heard from you for a little while.
I didn't remember that 404 was in Canada, though. That I didn't remember.
404, I had forgotten you were in Canada. Diana Lee Roberts says,
Oh,
yeah, we had
far.
transistor radios to take a
Thank you so much,
and we
404.
felt lucky.
Stay safe,
Remember when you
please.
felt lucky you had a transistor
Don't go
radio?
out.
I used to have like the transistor radio, and you had
Radio
that earplug.
Free
You had that
America.
one earphone. It just went in one ear.
I
They
still
hadn't
have one
invented
that cranks.
stereo yet.
I have the one that cranks in case if there's no electricity or whatever.
I had that one white plug that went in your ear.
And you
go-
listen to AM. You listen to the ball game.
You listen to the ball game, you
Yeah.
listen to AM radio. But like
I
John
remember
Foley
that.
came, and that was his name, John Foley. He came and he had this amazing technology with digital clarity. And back then, because they were so expensive and they were so clunky and unwieldy, CD players were things you only used, you had to listen
you're
to
on the road.
serious
Okay.
music.
Thank you. Be careful.
And I don't mean Sirius XM, I mean serious music. So he had one CD with him. He had Holst's Planet Symphony.
Oh, I forgot about that. What was it called?
But the Planet Symphony by Holst. He had his CD of that. So it was Holst's Planets. And he put the head, he let me listen to the Jupiter movement of the symphony. And I was like, oh, he said, you know, if you're going to listen to a CD, it has to be something important.
And it was so
like classical
it was
music.
So like, I don't know where he got it from, but it was like so new. It was like the new thing. Do you remember?
Mm-hmm. And he looked like a cross
I've
between...
never seen anything like it before.
John Foley looked like a cross between the psychiatrist from the show MASH and the
He won't let you
TV
touch
shit and the Death by Chocolate chef Marcel Desaulniers. It was like the two of them had a baby, and it was John. That's what he looked like.
I closed the door and I realized she can't get in there.
Oh no! Can you get the door open?
Yeah,
My
it's all
father
right.
has several old radios, and he holds on to them like he will need them again. He won't let me touch them, says April. You know, people that have the whole radio, they don't want you to touch. No, you never know when this is going to come back into style. My son still has his boombox from high school, and he's 41. All our boomboxes died out many years ago. Oh, those were the days. I remember Danette had the boombox that we used to put... When Danette got her first car, it had no radio, it had nothing. So...
Say hello, Munchkin. Say hello. Look at her eyes
Munchie
shining.
situation.
Look at, did you see that? See her eyes shining? Oh, she don't like that.
Oh, I'm gonna pet a Munch.
Oh, she wants lovies. There it is. All right.
Oh, Munchie.
Oh, she wants. Oh, she's climbing
Munchkins.
on me. Is there thunderstorms or something?
Maybe.
What's the matter?
My first CDs were from Columbia House for 1 cent. Remember the 1 cent Columbia House deals? With the lady with the box exploding and CDs or like
That's
cassettes
weird,
flying
isn't it?
into the air.
Weird, isn't it? I'm Munchkin.
Munchie! Isn't she adorable? Kill Records. Kill Records, yes. Those you get the Columbia House. You, getting the loves. She's getting the loves. You know, Munchie has her spot on the middle cushion on the couch.
That's where she just went. I went and got her.
Yeah, it's the middle. That's what Danette got her from. The middle cushion is hers. You got like my side,
Wanna
Danette's
smell
side,
this?
Munchkin's side. Munchkin's in the
look.
middle.
Look,
and
look.
then we just kind of pet her.
She's smelling that chicken. She's like, "What's that?"
What's
She doesn't
that? Is
like
that
any
breakfast
human
chicken?
food. She won't
Is
eat
that
any
breakfast
human
chicken?
food.
And it's Portelli says Munchie is a love. She certainly is.
Hi, Munchie. What you doing? What you doing, huh? What you doing? All right, let me go bring you back.
Munchkin's number one. She's so cute.
Oh my God. She's hefty. Come here.
Yes, in those days you had to have like something serious to listen to when you listened to a CD. Oh, I was saying that when Danette first got her very first car when we were dating, Danette's car was the gray Zephyr. It was a Ford Zephyr, and it had no air conditioning, no heat, no radio, and then she barely had wheels. They were only academically wheels. Basically, we were driving on squares. Like that. So we had that, and Danette's boombox was a single speaker boombox that she could play cassettes on.
Wasn't it pink?
No, that was the one I bought you. She had a single speaker, like cassette playing boombox. And we would sit it on the seat in the back and play cassettes or the radio in the back seat of the car. So it sounded like the sound was coming from behind us, like we had stereo in the car. And it wasn't even in stereo. It had the one speaker and the mini speaker. That's what it was. And that one broke.
Oh, thank you, Nick. Yes, definitely send us a message. It broke.
Here's the story. Here's the story of what happened. Hey, Mario Balderrama. How you doing?
Hi, Mario. How are you?
So that one broke.
Did she lose the key?
No,
I've never lost the key.
She had, Jeff.
Jeff, I only lost
that was the only time it ever happened, Jeff. So
damn freaking thing around my neck.
When that one broke,
what was it called?
We were driving around and we had no radio at all. And that was like, you can't drive around with your girlfriend with no radio. You can't park with no radio. Just driving around with the radio. So I walked from my house one afternoon.
Do you need something to drink? What's that?
So I walked from my house one afternoon. And
Munchkin's gonna be 8, is it?
8.
I think she's gonna be 8 or 9. No, 8 on April 8th.
Why, thank you. We look sprightly. Says Nick. Tommy Dance, how you doing?
Eyes are deceiving.
I also got the cassette player boombox in my 1970 Nova, which was my first car. Yeah, you had to have it in the back seat or else you didn't have any music. So Danette had no more music. That radio broke. So I had to one day on my day off, I walked from my house all the way, because I used to walk everywhere. I know, it's hard to believe.
There once was a time when
I was in my 20s. When I was in my 20s, I would have been one of these guys on YouTube. If I was like 22 now, 20 now, I would have been one of those guys that like walks the width of Manhattan and all that, the length of Manhattan, that kind of thing. So I walked from my house all the way I walked to Macy's in Parkchester from where I lived in the Bronx. So I walked to Macy's in Parkchester because you went to Macy's to shop for shit. So in Macy's, I found a copper-colored mini boombox.
Why did I
the
get
Net's
rid of it?
favorite radio. It broke eventually. A copper-colored. It was literally copper. Pink. It was salmon. It was sort of a cross between pink. Someone called it copper. When Danette got it, she said it's pink, and her father thought it was salmon colored. So it seemed to change colors depending on who looked at it. And it was a boombox. And unlike her other radio boombox, it had more than one speaker. It had the 2 speakers.
It
had the radio tuner, and it had the cassette player. And so we would, that one sat in the back seat while we drove around and we'd listen to music.
Wait. You're right, it is August 8th. What did I say? Sonia, did I say April? I meant August. I'm sorry. You didn't even correct me.
What did you say?
Munchkin's birthday is August 8th. Did I say April 8th? Because it started with an A. You see?
August 8th. That's the Munchie. The power August of Munchie 8th. Compels you.
Thank you, Sonia. You see, geniuses like ourselves just get things wrong. Except when I'm saying blah, 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 blah. And then when Joanne, and then it just comes out. Right?
Yeah, it was incredible. It was incredible. The But we had the car where you needed the radio in the back seat.
I'm just eating the top of the pizza. I'm sorry if you wanted it. It's gone now.
I got the cassette tape of, I got this on cassette because we didn't have CDs yet. And, you had to drive around. I got a cassette tape of Jethro Tull's album, Thick as a Brick, which came with
thank you, Sonia. I meant August.
teeny weeny tiny print of that thing that folds out that's supposed to look like a newspaper. Like a newspaper article.
I remember that.
And that was the cover of the Thick as a Brick album. So, I unfolded it one day, and I had, Danette had, eagle eyes in those days. She had microscopic vision. She was like Superman. She was like Supergirl. She could read anything. It was like this tiny, yet it was still readable. She said, these are real words.
And I've never seen it before.
And so she read it. She read all the words
the whole thing in the
on the tiny little papers that go stuffed inside of a cassette tape. So she's going, and then this and that, and it was dark. It was nighttime.
We never had 8-track cartridges in our family. You neither, right? We never had that.
I knew someone who had 8 tracks. You know who had 8 tracks?
I remember
My
Jeff was
mother's
talking.
friends.
Jeff was talking about it when we went to Staten Island. He was showing all the 8 tracks.
No, had 8 tracks. My mother's friend.
We've been keeping
Lucy.
it light. I've been eating a lot of salads in the summer. Oh my God, Sonia, that's funny. Lucy?
My mother's friend Lucy. And Lucy's sister was Liz.
Me
and
too,
she
George.
Had a daughter,
so do I.
Lizzie girl.
I have, those things you put in your, I forgot what it's called, but I know what it's called, but now I don't remember it. The jewelers wear something ocular. I don't know, but the jewelers wear it, and you put it in your. He has no hands free. You put it in your eye. That's what I want to see something up close. Mm-hmm. What is it called?
The jeweler's eye.
Jeweler's.
It's a magnifier. Yeah.
I also have those. Oh my God! I showed this on a live once. We can do show and tell all day long, but I also have those glasses that have the little things that you could put on.
Yeah, like she's gonna go cut a diamond.
I have that too, with the little light on the end. I actually had one, and then bought another one with a light on the end. So, because the light is very important.
Sabby's daughter Ruby's birthday is on August 1st.
Oh, nice! Happy birthday to Ruby.
She'll be 14th.
Oh.
She'll be 14.
Oh, it's
on
Ruby's
August
14th birthday. Yeah.
I said she'll be 14. To be 14 again. I still have all my old radios. They still work too. Please don't touch. I remember, I was just saying, Lucy's family, I remember they had an 8-track player. I never had an 8-track player. And I think my grandfather had one that he was trying to fix. He never got around to fixing it. He might have had an 8-track. My grandfather had a lot of oddball things in his bedroom when he was living with us.
Didn't they all have oddball things?
Yeah, he had a lot of strange things. He had a lot of strange books. He had a lot of strange objects. But they had the 8-track player. That was my mother's friend Lucy. And my mother's friend Lucy had her sister Liz. And the sister Liz had 2 kids. One of the kids was Liz's kid, with Liz's daughter, was named Lizzie. Not Elizabeth. Lizzie. And her name was Lizbeth. But everyone called her Liz. So when she had a daughter, she decided to name her Lizzie. And everybody called her Lizzie girl. And then she had a son, and I don't remember what his name was.
Thin slices of garlic. That's
and I don't remember what his.
I don't cut garlic.
That's right. She uses a razor blade.
I don't eat that kind of garlic no more. I had a
and then her son, I don't know what the guy's real name was, but everybody just called him Little Gooch. Because there was the Big Gooch. Big Gooch was the brother.
Oh, really? She sent you a birthday
her son after the brother. So since her son was also Gooch, he was Little Gooch.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
So what's the Gooch doing today? The Gooch is over
Hanging
there
out with
on
the
Arthur
little
Avenue today. He's
All
got
right.
little Gooch with him.
Hi, Chrissy. How are you?
And Lizzie Girl.
Monaco.
That
That's
little Richie boy.
it, because it's mono. It's by
Monaco.
itself. Monaco. Thank you. See, you're a true genius.
And Monaco. She's like, she looks like that. That's my girl, my wife, the Monopoly guy. Oh, Mr. Peanut. Mrs. Peanut.
Mrs. Peanut.
Mrs. Peanut.
All right, let me ask you a question.
Oh, my goodness.
Let's ask
Hey,
a question.
Chrissy, how you doing?
My question to you guys is, we do all the talking, right?
Do we?
Yeah, well, we're the only
I
ones
guess we
talking.
do a lot of talking.
Hi, Stylish Bunny. How are you?
Stylish Bunny, how
How's
you
your
doing,
summer
Stylish
been?
One?
My question is, the Gooch was a bully of Arnold in different strokes. Oh, was he? I don't think I ever watched that. Okay. So the question is, what question do you have for us? If you have a question for us, one question that you would love for us to ask.
Staring into space.
She's looking out the window. She's enjoying herself. One question that you have to ask us. For some reason, you need to know. Let's pick the one we want to answer. So go ahead. Think about it. Do you have any questions? I can't imagine any questions. I mean, I'm sorry that we have nothing else like figured out. We were going to go to the feast and we stayed in.
It was going to be all good. So good, man.
So good. Joe.
Joe T in the house. How you doing, Joe T?
What is your question? Anybody got a question? If not, I think we'll wrap it up. What do you think? Do you have anything else to say?
I think that's about it. You see what Munchie looks like this.
She's just like this.
Not moving a muscle.
She's looking out the window. Maybe there's a bird. Munchkin!
Why are we so lovable, says Carolyn.
So silly.
Why are we so lovable?
Hi. Look at her looking over here. Now we called her. Look, she's looking up. Now she's back there again like this, looking out the window. We have a double wide window over there, and she's looking at. What's your pet peeve? Oh,
we may have different ones.
You guys already know mine.
Oh, what's hers?
Do you watch
yours?
Hallmark movies? Yes, but the problem, Muriel, is that we saw all the Hallmark movies that we're only watching them on repeat now. So last year we stopped watching it.
Repeat.
There's some of my favorites.
I know right now it's Christmas in July.
Does Santa
They're
Claus
showing
really
somebody
exist?
Absolutely. Yes.
All right, so let's go back to the first one. What is your pet
Virginia,
peeve?
she knows.
All right, hold on. Pet peeve. My pet peeve, I said it like, I think when I was driving last. My pet peeve is this. Don't hurt other people. Plain and simple. Do what you do to yourself. Make your decision. Make that your own decision. But don't hurt anyone else. Once you hurt somebody else and you involve someone else, it just pisses me off so bad. It could be a little thing or it could be a big thing. Am I wrong?
I think so. I think that's right.
Me.
That's always the net.
Pisses
Always
me
the
off.
net.
And if you do it to somebody else, like if I see somebody here doing something to this person over there that did nothing wrong, it pisses me off so bad. Like I don't even have to be involved. I just like I can't stand it.
Stylish Bunny wants to know what's
Don't
your
be
favorite
mean.
food. That's like a loaded question.
Wait, what's your pet peeve? We have to go back.
My pet peeve? Oh, I don't know.
You just
if
said
I
it
really
the
have
other day.
Oh yeah.
But I don't remember what it was.
Morons? I don't like morons.
Anthony has
Stu
no
Nods.
patience. Stu Nods.
I have no
I think
patience
you're
for
right.
Stu
That's
Nada,
about it.
dude.
What came first, the egg, the chicken, or the stew?
Look,
Jeff.
I think the stew.
Santa Claus absolutely exists. Absolutely.
Santa Claus exists.
And you always
if
put
all
your
else
stockings
fails,
out because you
always
get
ask.
good stuff in the
If
stocking.
all else fails and you really need to know for sure, ask Virginia. She's her.
That's right. Stylish Bunny, what's for dinner? We just ate it. We had DeFaro pizza. I don't like the crust so much. We had mozzarella sticks and we had broccoli with cheese. These are all things that we found in the freezer because we were going to go to the feast again for a second time.
And I was expecting a sausage and pepper.
Yeah, we didn't
and
buy any
galamar.
food, so we went in the freezer and rummaged through there to find
Gotta
something.
get the galamar.
Okay, what was the next question? You've been together for how long and do you have kids? We have no children, just Munchkin the cat. And we've been together now.
If you want to start, like
40
when
years
we started,
before we got married.
when we started dating, it's going to be 40 years in like by the end of the year, right? It's going to be 40 years.
Yeah,
this
but
year.
married it's 32.
Married it's 32, which Danette occasionally has to think about.
Joseph wants to know why you guys are so loud. You just gave that away, George. That means that he told you that we were loud. That's what that means. You think we don't know how George is? Joe is? You think we don't know? So Joe thinks we're loud.
I heard tell.
Okay.
He probably thinks we're loud. Although I think Joe likes that.
What's your favorite go-to movie? Oh, that's a loaded question. Movie.
What movie when you say go-to is like, I take that to mean a movie that you
we've
could
seen
just,
before.
like watch
Yes.
at any moment of the day.
I can
and
answer
you'll
that.
enjoy
There's
it.
like 10 of them, but go ahead.
There's a few
Thank you,
that I
Freddie.
could watch any moment of the day.
Well, which is ones that we watch together.
Ones that
Let's
we
say
always
together.
watch together. We always
All the
would
Christmas
do,
movies.
a lot of Christmas movies.
Dead Poets Society.
Dead
but
Poets
we haven't watched it in
Society.
a while.
But Dead Poets Society, Shawshank Redemption is one.
Shawshank Redemption.
If it's on, I can immediately begin watching it
The
and get
baseball
into it.
movie. What is it called?
Was it
Field of Dreams?
I
Yeah.
love Field of Dreams. That's one I can always watch. There's some movies that you watch them once and you don't really feel you need to watch them again. But that I take a go-to movie to be one that you would like.
There's a lot of
slap
movies.
on just
we
for the
need
heck
to
of
think
it.
about that and get back to you on that. I like The Women. I like Auntie Mame. I like a lot of the old movies. Anthony has so many movies he likes. We surprisingly like Bridges Over Madison County, which we never saw in the theater because we didn't think we would like it, and then we liked it.
I think I could watch, like, say, Goodfellas every day.
Goodfellas,
Great
anything Italian.
Scorsese film.
Scorsese
of course,
has a
Raging
lot of good
Bull
movies.
is a great
Yeah.
movie. but
Raging Bull is
Goodfellas
another one we love.
is
If
a
we have to
great
go to
movie
bed
watch.
and Raging Bull is on on something, and even if it's halfway, we have to watch the rest of it. We can't help it. Robert De Niro, come on, he's such a great actor.
Like, movies
what's
that,
your
like,
favorite
that never
food?
could, like,
That's too
not
hard to
watch.
answer.
Like, I could easily watch, like, movies like that. And yes, some of the holiday
Yes,
films.
Pierre. Oh my God, don't even get me started. Injustice. Oh my God, like yes, that falls under the same tree. Injustice gets me pissed off. Just the basic rights, but we're not going to talk
me
about
too.
politics. The both of us feel the same about this. Basic rights, injustice, but we're not going to go into that. All right. Favorite food. I could say now my favorite food at the moment is soup, matzo ball soup, and salad. Soup and salad.
I would say that's it. Danette's favorite food really has become,
right now.
over the years, it's morphed into soup. Soup, like
Yes,
as a
he does,
general
Nelson.
thing, and matzo ball soup in particular.
Yes.
Over the
that's
years,
my
it's
favorite
morphed
now.
into that. That's really Danette.
And salad. Last night I had a chef salad.
What's our advice about arguing in marriage? Fawn wants to know, I think.
What?
About
Wait.
when you give up, when...
Wait, you do all the
was
way
the
at the
rest?
bottom? Because I'm so far
Yes.
behind. Oh my God, you guys are asking a lot of questions right now. Hold on. I don't know why Joe's saying
When to give up,
Casablanca. Oh, you like
when to fight,
Casablanca,
or
Joe?
what you believe.
Wait,
or what
where
you
is that?
believe.
Hold on,
That's
I
like
want to
far
read
in
that.
the end.
Is that at the bottom?
Yeah, that's it.
I want to see. That was Fonzie?
I'm sorry I skipped ahead.
No,
to
Danette and Anthony, what's your advice about arguing in a marriage? When to give up? When to fight for what you believe?
When
That's
we
a really
figure
heavy,
that,
loaded
I would
question.
say when we figure that one out, we'll let you know. Sometimes when to give up is hard to know.
When you give up, when to give up is when you're hurting the other person. You got to stop.
That's pretty much
because
it.
you're so angry, you say something you really don't mean.
Yeah,
and that's normal.
That
but
actually, that the net what
that's
the net
when
just
you
said
go,
that
wait a
makes
minute,
sense.
I know that's
sense.
not me. Or if you do or say something that's not you, and you know you're not even being good to yourself because you don't do those things, you need to stop. And just
also you got to kind of judge when, like how important is that thing to you that you guys arguing
and it's
about.
the stupidest things that are the worst.
You'd be
right?
surprised. Some of the worst fights are the anybody
Stupid
that's married can
things.
say some of the worst fights were not important things. They were like in hindsight, really
We didn't even
tiny
know
things,
we were fighting about
and then
after
you
a while.
kind of forget what you were
You're like,
mad
wait,
about.
you said
and then
that.
you go,
No, I
"Oh,
didn't.
come
You
on.
said that."
I'm not sure.
It's stupid.
Do you remember? Do you know what you said to me? I gotta be honest with you. I'm not sure.
And that's when you like laugh. You're like, what the hell? Wasting time here. What is the most surreal, gritty moment you two witnessed together in the 70s and 80s, NYC, New York something, so wild it felt straight out of a movie, but to you was just another Tuesday in the neighborhood? Wow. Well, the
That's a
question
strange
of us
one.
saying another Tuesday in the neighborhood, I think two things that happened to me. One, you were there, the other one, you weren't. But it wasn't like another Tuesday, except when it was over, it was like another Tuesday. Like the minute it was over, you just went on with your life. One was when I did the CPR. You were with me. We were together. When I did the CPR about 3 months ago in the street, I stopped the car and I was pumping someone's chest, and it was really surreal until the ambulance came, and then we got back in the car. Right? We got back in the car like it was nothing. Like it was nothing. Another time I told the long story about when a woman backed up. My mother and father and I were in the
gas station.
in the gas station in Long Island, and
But that
we were
wasn't
in the
70s
diner.
and 80s.
No.
These are recent things, actually. They were asking about 70s.
Okay, 70s and 80s. Can you remember?
The only thing I could say is that when I was a kid, the only thing I would say is...
the fireworks?
The apartment building I lived in caught fire twice
Freddie.
in the space of 2 weeks.
The apartment building?
Yes.
So both of our stories are fires. 70s and 80s. Surreal. My grandfather passed away on the stairs. To me was surreal.
Yes.
And my brothers
90s,
froze and didn't
for
know
me-
what to do. And actually, that's so odd that I'm saying that out loud. And because of you, April, I just thought of that. My brothers froze and didn't know what to do. And I had to make all the decisions. I was the middle child. And I realize now that all these years later, when my parents were dying, they did nothing.
Yeah, still the same.
Still did nothing.
Nothing changed.
Wow. I can't believe
well,
I
my
just
grandpa-
realized that.
When I was a kid in the late 70s, and my grandfather...
Yes,
passed
you can
away.
wear white after Labor Day because who cares? Wear what you dig.
It was like the late 70s.
Mm-hmm.
It might have been 79 for all I remember, or 78.
Witness,
So like when my
though.
grandfather
That'd be
died,
something
and my
serious.
mother tried to jump out the window. When
Like, did she
heard
really
he was
put a
dead.
leg through or
Yeah,
whatever?
she had one leg out the window. And no, you have a son. Don't kill yourself, Gene. People were weirdly dramatic in that world. Oh my God, the 70s. We had a television made out of wood. No, seriously, it was one of those ones that had furniture. So it was like made
I
out
would
of
have
wood.
to think about that, April, because you said 70s and 80s. I don't remember anything that was like life changing.
Those are the things that's the things
That's
I
when we were in
remember.
school.
Yeah. I'm old, but
I'm not remembering
that old.
right now because I
It's
know
like,
things that happened.
They were all
but-
things that happened like as a child.
Right.
Those are childhood memories. In the 80s was like...
November
Let's say,
is our
oh.
wedding anniversary. It's fall. Fall is our wedding time.
Fall.
So Freddie has a follow-up question. How is Santa Claus being able to do everything in one night? Magic.
He uses magic. He's able to like freeze time.
George has this obsession with meatloaf. I don't know why he goes, are you guys ever going to make meatloaf? That is like maybe the 5th time you've asked that in 1 year, George. Why
That's
do you
George-
love...
George
do you
has been
want to
meant-
see
meant-
us make meatloaf?
I am going to
Is
tell
that
you
just
the
like an
truth.
inside
You-
joke
I don't
or
know if
something?
you remember. George has mentioned meatloaf since the
I
day
know,
we met him.
I know, Nelson. That goes under the injustice. I know, Nelson. I have a
no.
real question, says Nelson.
It's
okay,
tough for now.
shoot.
I think the tech.
Where
Oh,
is it?
someone
you wanna
over here
look
said
here?
they had. And that
I wish I
Sportelli
could help these
had
kids
the
so
wooden
sad, I
TV. It
know.
was massive. And those things weighed a ton, Annette.
Oh my God, you guys asked a lot of questions.
The
I
wooden
didn't see anything
television.
coming, then boom, all of a sudden they're
The
all
wooden
there.
television, those things weighed a ton.
How did you dip in the pool and come back so fast?
I do remember Son of Sam
Oh yeah, I do remember
those
that.
days, in
Actually, yes, you reminded me. I do remember that because me personally, both of us lived where one of the people were killed, right? Pelham Bay area.
Yep.
And we used to go there all the time, and then we used to go to Bayside. We'd go over the bridge and drive down whatever that street is now, I can't remember, Northern Boulevard, and there was I always say it when we passed there was a nightclub, and he killed somebody in the nightclub. But also we lived in Throgs Neck, and he lived in Throgs Neck. It was crazy. The whole thing was crazy. But I try not to think of those things. Your favorite movie of all time is Gladiator and Ben-Hur. Oh, and Sonia says Shawshank is the best movie ever made. It is one of the top 10s, I would say.
It is
was
one of the
great,
top 10. It always it generally always winds up at the top of the list. So many movies. If I want to do like super,
he seemed okay with it. Santa seemed okay with it.
Santa seemed okay.
All right, let me go up a little. Would you rather get rid of your old memories or get new ones? Now, there's this question.
Like, that's a question. I'm not sure that. Do you mean like?
You can either have new memories or choose the old ones. You gotta have new memories or you don't move forward.
Yes.
So that's
I'd
a
have
hard
to pick
question.
The new memories. That is a tough question. That is a really hard question.
That's a trick question.
That's almost a trick question. That's almost a
The
philosophical
Pope of Greenwich
question.
Village, Goodfellas, and Once Upon a Time in America. Do you like the Pope of Greenwich Village yet?
I am not a fan of the Pope
The
of
Hunt
Greenwich
for
Village.
Red October is a good movie.
I am a fan, however, of Goodfellas and Once Upon a Time in America, Bernardo Bertolucci's
Yeah, I know.
gangster movie masterpiece. Let me see. The thing about that, what makes that a philosophical question is because it belies it gives you the question of whether a human being is merely a collection of their memories. Without the memories of the past, are you actually yourself anymore? I guess it's like kind of like without your past memories, we kind of get into that discussion of the boat of Theseus.
Yes, don't get too heavy yet.
In the boat of Theseus, which like
we have provolone cheese right now. We love provolone.
Theseus's ship, over the course of a voyage of many, many years, you replace every single piece of the ship. So if you replace every single piece of the ship, what is the ship? Is it still the same boat that he left on the voyage in, or is it a new boat? That's the same thing like saying, would you rather have only new memories,
you still want a boat.
Having only old
Hi,
memories?
Owen, how are you?
If you only have new memories, are you actually the same person
Exactly.
any longer?
That's
because
why
you
it's a
don't
trick
have the other
question.
memories. Also, one thing I heard once that was very interesting is the idea that when we remember things, like scientists have discovered over the years that new research, new scientific breakthroughs have allowed us to realize that what people remember, how the brain functions, what people remember, and this is why memory is sometimes faulty, is because what people actually do remember is they remember their memories.
That's right.
The brain, your memories are constantly, like your brain is constantly reshuffling those memories. So you have to remember the memory. So if you're remembering a memory, what you remember of something that happened in the past,
oh my goodness, Georgie,
degrades over time. So that's why sometimes things change. So when people say you know the old thing about like telling a story, is someone in a story a reliable narrator? You could make the argument that none of us are reliable narrators. Next.
Okay, Pierre wants to know if, I think it was Pierre. I have so many questions I looked at. Pierre wants to know if we ever went to Stu Leonard's in Danbury. Absolutely.
Oh my God.
We used to go all the time, especially we love to go during the fall with the big pumpkins.
They used to have that ginormous forest of pumpkins outside.
Locomonix wants to know. Hi, Desi. Locomonix wants to know,
Jason Browser.
Can you tell a quick A&P story that was funny? Oh, well,
they're all funny.
There? Well, I worked in the office at one point, and this lady brought back, they sold dishes, like a Dish of the Month Club or whatever. And this woman came with the receipt.
Wait. First you have to point out, yes, they had the Dish of the Month Club. They also had the Funkin' Wagnalls.
Or they'd have like a commemorative...
Our manager referred to them as something else.
They sold something every once in a while.
Look that up in your effing Wagnalls.
I bet those things are worth a lot of money now.
They would say had the Funkin' Wagnalls or the World Book.
Anyway,
and you get a free one with like $100 worth of groceries. You get a free volume. So you had to shop every week because you'd be stuck with just A through K if you didn't shop every week. You needed the other letters.
Well, I worked in the office, and this woman, you know the rules of returning things as long as you have the receipt. Well, this woman hands me
Dish of the Month.
She's got to hand me over the counter. She wants to return the plate.
Old Italian woman. She barely speaking English.
She gives me the plate, and I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. I was like,
the plate. I know like a discipline.
I said, next time that you return it, can you please
wash the spaghetti sauce?
I said, you can't return this. You've got spaghetti sauce on. I don't know why I came up with spaghetti sauce. But it was obviously sauce.
It was red sauce.
But how do I know it wasn't linguine sauce? How do I know it wasn't
wash off the rest of the big ziti.
Oh, maybe because it had a little piece of spaghetti on it. I don't remember. Yeah, but I said you got to clean this. You can't just return this like that. You used it. I took it back anyway because she was an old lady. But that's a weird story. Also. We got held up. I told that story a long time ago.
That's not that funny.
That's not funny. What's other fun? Funny stuff is that there was maybe 20 of us that were friends, and every single person got married to another person in the A&P. When we were dating, so many other people were dating at the same time, and all of them got married. There was so many of them that got married. Am I right?
Yes.
It was crazy.
I worked in the night crew with the with Lunatics of the Earth. There was Jerry, and there was another Jerry.
George said he had to perform the Heimlich maneuver on his mom when she was choking on something. Wow, you saved her life, George. That's amazing.
There was a guy there was an old man I worked with named Charlie Martin, who was who Danette's mother swore to God she remembered him when she was a little girl working in the A&P.
Older look,
and she said he was old then. She said he was old then.
That was the way he looked.
No, your mother actually said, I don't understand.
Have you guys tried okra, tamarind, or fermented pickled tomatoes? The only one I don't like is okra. I do not like okra. Do you like okra? That's
I like okra. I
okra
like it in my
is
gumbo.
my least favorite food. That's what I would say. And I don't like it in gumbo. I would have to pull it out.
Diana Lee Roberts, you've raised kids to adulthood. You can do anything.
That's right.
My top 7 movies, 7 Samurai, Casablanca, Citizen Kane, High Noon, 7 Days in May, and Dr. Strangelove. That's Joe T. Those are all good.
Oh, Citizen Kane's a great movie.
All classics.
All
7 Days in May is an unsung classic.
I don't like okra. I don't know why. Sometimes I keep thinking
John Frankenheimer.
It's because
Hey, Kay,
I never
how you doing,
tasted
Kay?
it the right
Greetings
way.
from Canada. Thank you to everybody. And by the way, 104 people in the chat. If anyone in the chat has not given the video a thumbs up, please go and give the video a thumbs up, share it, and if you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. Helps out big time in the algorithm. Marriage issues. He's talking about leaving.
My kids are all grown. I'm starting all over. Oh my goodness, Fonzie, you're always here
Fawn,
with
you're
us.
always,
It'll all work
we're always
out
with
in the
you
end.
guys. With
Oh,
you.
Fawn.
You
And
are.
you're such an amazing person.
Yeah, you are
always
amazing.
Make us happy
We know
all
you're a
the time.
you're a Renaissance
You're gonna
lady.
be okay.
She's Fawn is multi-talented, guys.
She definitely is.
She's multi-talented. She's baking. She's making music.
So sorry
she's
you have to
painting
go through
pictures.
that, though.
You know, you're amazing, and you're gonna get through anything.
If anybody else never told you, we're gonna tell
Okra
you
sucks
that
anyway,
you are
says
amazing, Fonzie.
Fawn, not a fan of the okra.
Yeah, I don't like it. I have an elephant's memory if cultivated due to ADHD, and I wish I could forget a few things. Please, God, spare me. Oh my goodness. Hi, JC. How are you?
That's what Danette says about me. I have an inhuman memory.
And I have a terrible memory. Like, I can't remember names. That's what it is.
Like
I
my
I don't know what
memory
things
is
are
almost.
called.
My memory is generally almost computer-like.
Yes, they also gave away encyclopedias a month at A&P. The encyclopedia was Funkin'
The
Wagnalls.
Funkin' Wagnalls,
That's
or
what
the
I
World
remember.
Book.
The World Book.
The Funkin' Wagnalls. And you wanted to keep buying groceries because what are you going to do if you don't get the letter A?
Diana, good advice.
Can't find out anything about apples.
What do you want to know about apples?
You can't find
Fish of
anything
the
about
month,
the O.
barely
You
speak
can't,
of the
if you
English.
don't get the O's, how am I going to read about the Ottoman Empire?
You're out of your mind.
If you don't have the O's.
Case
If I don't get G,
Good
what if I
evening.
need to
Greetings
know
from
something
Canada.
about Genghis Khan?
Hey, I hope you're safe there in Canada. I'm sorry the fires are happening. Hi, Danielle Tomeo. How are you?
Danielle, how you doing?
Daniel
Daniel
Tomeo.
Tomeo. Thank you for stopping by, Daniel Tomeo. We've got who do we got? Monica Rodarte in the chat.
Stylish Bunny
Thank you,
loves
Monica,
okra.
for
It just
coming in.
absorbs the flavor. But do you like the little seeds? I don't know, but I eat other
Kay
things.
is
with
semi-nomadic.
seeds. Oh, okay.
Kay's semi-nomadic.
Fawn, I left my home in Brooklyn to escape with my daughter, saying no more. That's the best choice you ever made if you had to escape. If you have to use the word escape in that sentence, then you saved yourself and your daughter, so kudos to you. I crashed a wedding once by accident, getting holy water for my grandmother. I'm in someone's wedding photos, shaking the hand of the bride and groom. Freddie! Oh my God. Oh my God, I love that. Oh my God, I love that. Oh my God, do I love that story. All right, that's different. That's telling something that somebody might not know of you. Freddie, I'm never going to forget that. That's hysterical. You guys are awesome. The way you bounce ideology, the chat, and keep the page listening is key to your wonderful charisma. Well, thank you, Nick. That's so nice to say that.
Thanks,
we love
Nick.
you back, Fonzie. Seriously, one day we have to meet because you're a special, special person. Monica Rodarte, how are you? 3 minutes, to go home from office. Hello, my friends. Yeah.
Hey, Monica. Thank goodness you're getting. Yeah, thank goodness you're going to be
You
heading
are
home.
loved, Fonzie. Let's see. I just learned that
You are
George
definitely.
Lucas first thought of Orson Welles for the voice of Darth Vader. Really, Joe? Did you know that now?
I did not know that actually.
Love you all, Freddie.
and
you
a 10-pound super chat
Emma
from
G, off
Emma
to
G.
bed now.
Thank you so much, Emma, for supporting
Thanks
us.
for all the love.
And we are
Sorry, so
all
much.
always here.
Oh, no, don't
us
ever
and everybody
apologize.
else
Stop.
are always here to support you.
We love the honesty. That's the way we are. So you know what? To be honest, Emma, first of all, thank you so much for your support and always being here with yourself, your very own opinions and your very own personality, because that's the way we like it. We keep everything real, at least we try to, as much as we can. And if that brings out the best in people and, you know, what's the words, Aunt? I'm not saying it right.
No, I think you're
The
saying
honesty
it right.
in people, then that's what we want. So that's great.
Yes.
You never have to apologize for being yourself, ever. Not around
Yes.
us, anyway.
Always.
Not
And
around
Emma,
us.
like as you saw, Emma, I let Danette do the blowing of the kisses so that you can go to sleep and not have to worry about nightmares of seeing this creepy face blowing a kiss.
Yes,
at
you will be okay. not
We'll
TMI.
definitely
We'll be
be
okay.
all right.
We'd like to stay in the same rental apartment, so I'll do my best to keep it. Emma, sweet dreams to you, and girl, everything will work out. It really
yes.
will. It's always for the best.
It's gonna work out for you.
In the end, you don't want to be in stressful situation. Nobody out there. If you're listening in, don't look at us as the example of like, well, why can't I have with that, or why can't I be like this one, or why can't I have with that one, or why can't I be rich, or why I can't? Because people are people, and people have problems. People have their own things. Even the rich people fight. Even rich people have problems. And so don't look at what someone else has. Just look within yourself and do the best with yourself. And that's all that you are required to be happy, really. I really believe that the thing that makes you happy is what you're looking for, right? And if you're sad, or you're with someone that's sad, or you're with someone that's not your person, then it's okay to move on. Allow yourself the ability to say it's okay to move on. If you don't want to move on and you want to be with that person, then keep trying until, if it ever happens, that you don't want to be with that person. It's okay. It's okay. And no age is too old. You could be in your 80s and you could be not happy with someone or not with that person anymore, and you can find love in your 80s. It does not matter. We all have the same drive, right? And so it doesn't matter.
You do have a tan. You have a tan.
I have a little black, a little dark.
Tan. We're standing out in the sun. We're standing out in the sun, baking.
All right, any other questions? Let's see. You got this, we can do this, and we are stronger than you know, friend. That's exactly right. You got it, Fonzie. You're smart and you're very strong. Let's see. Stuck in the bad air. How you, Lily? Yeah, I know. April, as a former executive chef of man years, I recently used okra for vegetable chow mein. Used 12 vegetables, made the sauce better than any restaurant. Wow. Yeah, I think it's slimy too, though. I have to admit it, Nick. Maybe I just didn't have
sliminess.
How many licks does it really take on a foot Tootsie Pop?
To get to the Tootsie Pop.
Let me tell you, Jeff.
1,
you do that, and then you tell us.
3. I think it's 4. I think the owl is lying.
The question is, how many Swedish fish does it take for Jif to eat to finally get tired of it?
I don't think he's reached that number yet.
Can it take from Jeff to eat to not like a Swedish fish
smash
anymore?
that Tootsie Roll with your encyclopedia. Bread the okra with Progresso breadcrumbs. No egg needed.
Oh my God! Everybody's talking about okra. I just
Everybody's
don't
got
like
an okra recipe going on here.
Yeah, I agree with you, Virginia. I also hope it clears soon, and prayers for everyone, and especially Canada and other that are near the fires. Bread the okra with...
Bread the okra with comment. Always say my soulmate is on another continent, says Sabby. Yeah, what if that happens? What if they're really far away?
Not everybody's meant to be with someone either.
You never know.
You know? It's okay. It's okay. Anyway, one more question. Anything. And then we're going to end it. Because we have to know what we learned.
We got to know what we learned.
Thank you guys for hanging out with us when we had no plans. We had plans. Had to ruin the plans.
We learned that, like, if you break your leg and someone comes out of an apartment building next to you like this... says, can I help you? Can I help you? Maybe you're probably not going to stay friends with them forever.
Did you take an ambulance? What happened?
My mother was there. They helped her get to the emergency room. She got to the emergency room. They actually drove her there. Mm-hmm. But like what happened was, like I said, it was a weird thing. They were friends for like a little while. I think my mother's friendship, in all seriousness, with Barbara and Bob lasted for like a few months before she began to like kind of get that like icky feeling that everybody got around Barbara.
Because they were sticking too much. They wouldn't stop.
No, they're the kind of people like they sidled. They were those sidlers you hear about.
Anthony, Virginia wants to know
what are you right there?
Actors and actresses are. I like what's her name? If I can remember anybody's name. I don't know why, but I like Paul Giamatti. I like him. I don't know.
I'd say he's a good actor.
I like him.
I do like Paul Giamatti.
De Niro. I like
Robert De Niro.
Anthony likes Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks, Christian Bale.
Christian Bale's one of my favorites. But what's that actress I like? I just mentioned Madison County.
Oh, Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep. I like Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep is a great actress. There's a lot of really good actors and actresses, but like no one person.
Thank you, Sonia. We learned to never trust people who always wear brown clothing.
Yes.
Freddie says.
If you're wearing all brown every time I see you, there might be something wrong. No, Bob wore dark brown shoes.
Yes, Lily.
Bob wore dark brown loafers.
Oh, wow.
A slightly less dark brown pants and a light brown sweater over a brownish, almost sandy brown shirt. This is the only thing I ever saw him in. Long sleeves.
Anthony Muriel
in the summer
says,
and the winter.
The both of you seem to like stuffed animals. Many years ago, they sold a Winky Dink at the A&P. Do you ever remember that? Or buy it? I don't remember that.
I don't remember that.
Of course, I love
before
Barbra Streisand. We all know my love for the Stries. And
love for the Stries.
I love Barbra Streisand. I love her movies, not just her songs, her music. Who did Truman Capote pick first in Breakfast at Tiffany's? Look, this is Joe
before Audrey Hepburn. That one I don't remember. I'm not a big that I have to admit. Although I've seen Breakfast at Tiffany's, I'm not a ginormous fan, so I don't really know a lot of information on it.
Oh,
I don't think
so
I
nice
see. I didn't get enough of that post movie trivia from Turner Classics.
Sabby says, I learned that your mother was a Spitfire like my mother.
Yes.
Oh, and Ned Sportelli, you love Sideways? That's one of my favorite movies.
Sideways is a really
Oh my
good
God,
movie.
I love that movie. I love that movie.
Sideways is a really good
Joseph's
movie.
favorite actress was Gloria Swanson.
Gloria Swanson. Not
George.
and he
Humphrey
took
Bogart, yeah.
he took a shine on Gloria way before, not Gloria Swanson in Sunset Boulevard. It's Gloria Swanson in one of her silent movies.
Hi JD, just home from work at the care home.
The Wedding
Now
Guest.
you get to relax. Miss T,
JD,
who
how
did
you
Truman
doing?
Capote pick first in Breakfast? He said,
Don't
you asked
know.
me again. What's the answer, Joe?
Joe, if
What's
you want
up,
to tell
Doc?
us the
Yes, I
answer.
love that movie. Marilyn Monroe.
Oh. That would have been
Yeah, I
an
want to see
interesting
Toy
choice.
Story 5 too. I know Sonya saw it. She loved it. And I didn't get to see that yet.
That would have been an
Maybe you
interesting
can go with the
choice.
kids, Virginia. That's right. Go before it's gone, right? What is the one movie you would watch over and over? We answered that earlier, but one movie? What's your answer?
I would probably say
That merely means your favorite movie. I can't answer that. I don't know that I can answer.
I don't think I can answer. That's a tough one. I've watched, like, there were movies I've seen dozens of times. Like, I've seen Citizen Kane dozens of times. I literally could do a study of it.
Oh, she died too early, right, Joe?
Like,
Well, I think that my answer may be Auntie Mame, but it's really a play, to be technical. I learned today that you should never wear white pants to Jeannie's house if you might be on your period, and that Danette and Anthony and everyone here are absolute legends. My favorite is Goodfellas.
no, thank you.
Oh, Emma.
What movie would I
Thank
want
you.
to go and see? Like, movie that's coming out in the theater that I know of? I would say, like,
Spider-Man?
movie that definitely Spider-Man. But another movie that I've heard of that's going to be coming out is called The Invite. I've heard is very
Is
very
that a
good.
martial arts?
No, The Invite? Does that sound very martial arty?
I never heard of it.
It's like as in the invitation, the Invite.
I know, but I'm just...
It's,
the Wizard of Oz. I forgot the Wizard
of Oz.
Oh,
is
and
always
see,
a
I told you I
very
can't
good
remember.
It's
Wizard
a
of
very
Oz.
Good choice.
Wait. Now you reminded me when I was a kid. My favorite three when I was a
Abby.
kid. Wizard of Oz.
Willy Wonka.
Willy Wonka.
And the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, and the third one, you know, with the... West Side Story. Those were my three when I was a kid. Those were my favorite as a kid. I still love every one of them.
Yes, if I was going to see a movie that...
Oh, he's never been to a movie.
I don't think it's out yet, but like...
Sabby put the Met game. They won. Oh, they're winning. How do you like that, Jiff? They're winning for a change.
But if I was going to go see... Yeah, I've heard that was very good. I don't think it's out yet. It's a movie by Olivia Wilde.
A movie I would watch over and over. Yeah, I could watch that right now, The Wizard of Oz. Why did I forget that? That's why
Citizen Kane is a classic. The only movie Orson Welles had full control over as writer and director. Yes, he had the rare complete control. It was very rare to have complete control of a movie.
Right, before all those rules came about, remember?
Yes. He had rare full control over the film that
I also
they would never
love
give
Rear
him that
Window.
kind of control again.
You know I love Rear Window. I got the poster in New Hampshire. That's another movie I love.
You know, what is the legend that they...
here, he's saying. That's his answer to the Mets. Football is almost here. Do you not want to go to a baseball game, Joseph, Jeff? Jeff, do you not want to go to a baseball game? Anthony, we may have to go to a baseball game alone.
Yes.
Or I might have to go alone because you don't want to go either, right? Cat in the Hat as a child, absolutely.
Because the legend has it that according to legend, what is it that
Hi, Pat Girl.
Orson Welles threw the complete version of the Magnificent Ambersons off the boat he was on because the studio edited it so much.
Really?
Because they edited that version so much. There's always been stories that there may be a full version still floating around somewhere in the back of a closet.
The finals for FIFA soccer in this Sunday, yeah. Argentina and Spain. See, it took me 5 seconds to remember who the other one was. What's your favorite Alfred Hitchcock movie?
My favorite?
My mother used to love
Psycho.
Charlotte's Web. Psycho. That's your favorite?
Yes. Psycho, and probably, although I will admit that's a personal favorite.
Vertigo?
I will admit I believe Vertigo is a better movie than Psycho, but not a personal favorite. Two different things.
Yeah,
you can think something's better and not
North by
think
Northwest
it's a
is a great movie, but my favorite is Rear View Mirror.
You mean Rear Window?
Rear Window. I can't remember. I had to think for a minute. I just love the actresses. I love the two actresses in there. I love him. I love all the actors in it. I love the whole dynamic of the buildings and like being in New York, you know? Rear View Mirror. I mean...
Rear Window?
Rear Window.
Or as it's sometimes known, Rear View Mirror.
Whatever happened to Baby Jane? We like that too. Scary. Misery. Oh, and I like, what's the one with Charlie? That's a good movie. You know, with the Charlie and the other Charlie.
Yes, The Invite. It's an A24.
Anthony. What's it called? The two Charlie movies.
Shadow of a Doubt.
Shadow of a Doubt. That's a great movie. Strangers on a Train is good.
Strangers on a Train.
But I like Shadow of a Doubt better.
Scary.
Hi, KW. You love The Shining. Anthony loves The Shining. Freddie likes Grace Kelly. Yeah, yes, The Birds. The Birds is scary. All right, Aunt, do you want to end it now?
I wish I was at that last Knicks game.
Me too, Virginia.
Virginia. So a lot of us do.
Alfred Hitchcock Presents. Yep.
Alfred Hitchcock Presents was a great.
Diana Lee likes Hocus Pocus. I don't think I've ever seen it.
I don't think I've seen it. I got to tell you, but it's based on Roald Dahl's. Isn't that based on Roald Dahl's novel, The Witches?
Virginia wants to know if you've ever seen Battleship Potemkin. I think we did.
I have.
I think I have as well.
I have seen it. Silent
George
film.
met Tepi Hendren?
Sergei
in person?
Eisenstein.
When's the next time you're going to Stu Leonard's? Well, there's a question. Do you want to go? Do you want to meet us? Do you want to see us? Which one do you want to see? We've been to every Stu Leonard's there is.
Yes. Would you want to see Norwalk?
Well, we don't know if we can get a signal. And we can get a signal in Yonkers. We can't
Yonkers
get a
has
signal
a
in
signal.
Norwalk. Norwalk, you can
I'm
only
not
show
sure.
outside.
Only outside. Danbury, I have no
Danbury,
clue.
we haven't been there with
Never
the channel
know.
yet, so I don't know.
Never went that far.
The original ending of The Birds was a lot darker. Fawn loves any Bruce Lee movie. Yes, in my family, we always watch Bruce Lee. So did Anthony. Look at this. This is completely...
I have a whole collection of, I have a bunch of martial
Dark
arts film
Passage in
DVDs over there.
Mm-hmm.
The Boy with the Golden Arm. That's a DVD I have. What is it? The 5 Element Ninjas.
George, how did you meet Tippi Hendren? Like, give us a little more of that. She runs an animal sanctuary outside
Fist
of
of
Los
the White
Angeles.
Lotus.
Oh, I didn't know that. It was in my intro to
Shaolin
movie
versus
class in
Wu-Tang.
college. You took a movie class in college, Virginia? Wow. In response to your statement earlier, I met my partners 14 years ago. She was in the North, I was in the South. All these years later, we are still together, loved up and stronger. Wonderful. That's wonderful.
That's wonderful, Nick.
Never been fond of martial arts movies, each his own. Yeah.
All great movies, says Fawn.
But keep in mind that Anthony is also in love with bad movies, and you can explain that. If you don't know, if you're just tuning in or you don't know us, Anthony and I watch a lot of Mystery Science Theater 3000, MST3K.
They named him Bobby Lee.
We watch
because
him
he
every
looks
night
like Bruce
just to have
Lee.
him on in the
A stray
background.
kitten showed up. Said
Oh my
Pat
God.
Go.
Oh, he named his. She named her.
Red Zone
Cats.
Cuba. Yes, it's pretty. Red Zone Cuba is
47
Francis
years,
Coleman's
Diana, wow.
magnum opus. I love the remark about Francis
God,
Coleman.
Freddie.
About Francis Coleman, who that said like nobody hated movie fans
Yes,
more than
Birds
Francis
was
Coleman
based
did.
on a true story. That's right.
I love that remark. He's an actual filmmaker who probably hated movies more than any person in the world. He hated movie fans.
Coleman
it's
Francis.
like he actively hated
We've
his
seen
audience.
movies where Anthony said, see, this is Taxi Driver, is a classic, yes. We've seen movies on Mystery Science Theater where Anthony goes, okay, see, this is where the guy didn't have the sound on, and like the whole movie you don't see anybody talking because he had to dub it back in after the movie. How did they get away with that?
That's why there's narration.
How did they
in the
get away
movie.
with that?
That's why in the movie Beast of Yucca Flats there's narration, because Coleman Francis solves the problem of sound sync by not showing anybody close enough in the shot to show them saying anything, and then having a narrator for the most part, like voice over the film. Or every once in a while, someone will say something and you can't see them because the shot is from so far away. Coleman Francis solves the problem of sound sync in filming a movie.
Instead of just
by
watching the
not
movie,
showing the people talking.
Yeah, instead of just saying, well, take my loss, I messed up, he did that.
And of course, AJ, I can't remember that guy's name. The guy who made the movie The Creeping Terror. He basically swindled people and then disappeared. He disappeared.
Mr.
He shot tons and tons of footage.
Wow, Emma.
For a movie.
You love the schlock and
Knocked the camera
Stuff.
into the lake at a certain point. His recording devices into the lake, and kept filming, but didn't tell anybody. He lost most of the audio. So,
cool. It sounds like a fun class.
75% of the dialogue was lost. So later on, the same guy who did the voiceovers for Monster A Go-Go for Bill Rebane that other psychotic who was a filmmaker and later on became an elected government official.
Oh my God.
A psychotic.
Calm down.
A psychotic congressman or senator, whatever he was, named Bill Rebane, one of the worst filmmakers of all time.
All right, we're going to end it soon. But what's the name of that movie that's a really good... Oh, the other movie that's like, it's about a man who like is the professor in a school, and all the kids say hello to him in the beginning, and he gets older. He never
Goodbye,
has
Mr. Chips?
That one, yeah. Goodbye, Mr. Chips. That's
I like
movie.
Goodbye, Mr. Chips. There's several versions of it, but the best one is the first.
The original,
with
yeah.
Robert Donat.
I think we should end it soon, man. The first time, and one of my all-time favorite movies, because see, I don't remember the names of things, was an Alan Arkin movie, and I told you about it, and then you saw it. Remember?
The Heart is a Lonely Hunter.
The Heart is a Lonely Hunter is one of my all-time favorite movies. The Heart is a Lonely Hunter. You have to see it. Also, there's a documentary that we saw a long time ago. Do you remember the documentary that was about a guy who did a movie, like a B-movie actor that like stole all the money? He made them all act, but then remember? Then he stole the money and left or something. Do you remember that movie?
I'm not sure.
It was like they had film of it, like clips of it, of them rehearsing, and it was old movie. And then the guy disappeared with all the money. Do you remember that?
I'm not sure.
You don't remember. It was a documentary. Anyway, see, because if I don't remember what it's called.
It's a mad world.
I would love to talk about these movies. Not sure about the other chat. What other chat? What do you mean? Am I missing what you're saying, April? Stripes is another best movie? Okay. Silence of the Lamb is scary. All right.
Silence of the Lambs features
nobody beats the horror of The Boys from Brooklyn. It's a mad world. Yeah, I used to love that when I was a kid. I always wanted to see that.
Oh my God, Freddie.
Question for Anthony. Do you have to
Field
pick
of Dreams
a film?
is a legit great film.
If you have to pick a film, The Deer Hunter or The One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, definitely One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest for me. Yeah, but my father loved The Deer Hunter. Actually, he loved both of them.
What was the TV show you guys talked about with Daniel Levy? Not Schitt's Creek that you liked. It was the other
love
show.
Field of Dreams.
There was another show like that he recently was in.
Oh,
that's right. Now I'm gonna have to remember the other. You're gonna have to give me your phone. I gotta look up the title.
Yeah, Dirty Harry was good. You're right.
Because I can't remember. It was on
The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. You know.
Wow.
Clint Eastwood was a good movie, good actor too. Virginia, what's your favorite actor and actress? And Sonia, what's your favorite movie? Because you always love to watch movies.
Big Mistakes. Big Mistakes was a show.
Not as good as
Schitt's
Creek.
It's not as good as Schitt's Creek, but he co-created it with Rachel Sennett. So it was
yes, Muriel. We watch it sometimes.
It was a Netflix show.
TLC.
So it was a pretty good show. It's like, and let me tell you, like, I'm not going to give you any spoilers,
No,
but
don't do
you're
that.
going to be a little surprised by what happens in the next to last episode.
Don't say anything.
If you watch that. But it's mostly funny, but not all.
Stripes.
Kind of like a dramedy.
Anthony and Danette, what was the TV show you guys talked about? Oh, that's the one you just read.
That's the one I just...
Natalie Wood and Warren Beatty, Splendor in the Grass. Oh, yes. And I like... Oh, you know the other actor I really like? See, there's so many
Splendor
I
in the
can't
Grass
remember.
is a really good movie.
What's that guy's name? Mr. Tibbs?
Sidney Poitier.
Sidney Poitier. I love him. He's so great. Gran Torino was great with Clint Eastwood. The Deer Hunter. I have to say good night, everyone. I'm exhausted for some reason. Take care, Sharon L. We're going to end it soon.
Sharon L,
anyway.
take care.
Yeah, Alan Arkin has a lot of good films. We also both love, Sunshine.
Little Miss Sunshine.
Little Miss Sunshine.
Which has
I love
Alan
that movie.
Arkin in a supporting role. And of course, you know, because he's Anthony, like I've watched a lot of like highbrow experimental movies too.
Anthony loves the
because
Marx
I cannot
Brothers.
help myself.
Good night, Sharon. I said some, but I have to say now my number one actress is Natalie Wood. Nice. Natalie Wood is good. Unforgiven is a great movie, yes.
I like as far as Japanese films go, I like
love
my
Robert De Niro.
Seven Samurai, of course.
Oh, yeah.
But I also like a lot of Ozu's films, which are like, of course,
My Girl,
Tokyo
really?
Story and Late Spring, I think, are the best of Ozu's movies.
Good night, Diana Lee. We're
Those
going
are
to
both
end it. It
great
looks like
films.
people need to go, and it's almost 9 o'clock, so let's do that.
I think it's time to say
Agreed.
goodnight.
Deer Hunter was a long, amazing
I could talk
movie.
about
We've
this for
talked this
more,
before. Yeah. Woody
for
Allen
more
was
hours
great.
than a
All right, so we're going to say goodnight. Thank you guys so much for being here and for being in our chat. And we would like to thank today Emma G for being a member for 35 months and for a $10.
Emma, we're thinking about you.
Yes, and a $10 super chat from Emma. Thank you so much, Emma.
Thank you so much.
And 404, thank you for the $10 super chat. We really
Much
appreciate it. Thank you,
appreciations.
everyone who's a member. And thank you, everyone who's also on the replay watchers and watching on the sidelines that don't really say hello. We see it in the numbers. We know you're watching us. And thank you for always stopping in, even if you can't stay and you just stop in and say hello. Everyone, we had a great time as usual. And yes, Jimmy Stewart. Absolutely, absolutely,
Yes.
Virginia. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for being here and spending some time with us and having dinner with us. And we'll see you soon. Do you have anything else you want to say?
No, I'm just gonna want to tell everybody: remember, stay cool, stay out of the smoke, stay safe, and remember,
Yes, be safe, please.
if you
please.
fall and break a leg, and somebody comes running out of their apartment building to help you out, try and hop away before they help you.
Don't be silly.
And until next time,
Guys, be safe, take care of each other, and if you feel like you're thinking to yourself, I don't know if I should do this, maybe it's best I don't do it, don't do it. Peace of mind. Peace of mind is better. Peace of mind. You can always do it another time. So stay well, everyone, our friends. We love you very much. Good night, everyone. Thank you to the moderators for taking care of all of us. Have a great, safe rest of your night, and we'll see you real soon. Right?
and until then, what do we always say?
Good night, and push the button, Frank. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye.